Hello, everybody. Before we get started today on this excellent episode we had, is imperative, as always, that you like and subscribe the podcast. Whether you're on YouTube, the horrendous Spotify, Google, or Apple, or anything, please make sure to do that. That helps us. Also, make sure to share the fuck out of this video and any other videos you guys might like. That also helps us. And thirdly, the thing that also really helps us is donations, which is on the Patreon page at the very bottom of the description. So if you guys want to put anything that way, that helps us out. That helps us have better equipment, have a better show, all that good shit. Our guest today, we have been waiting to have this motherfucker for like basically since it started. Like, we were talking like probably before episode 10 of me, and this motherfucker he had a lot of stuff go on. He had his kid went to the hospital one time or had an allergy or something like that, and then work, as we talk about in the episode, he did it the proper way. He actually gave me advance, and he was like, yo, I can't make this work, I really want to come back on. And this is what happens when people are patient. Good things. We get good episodes like this. But anyways, no, this guy, he does a lot in the industry. In the Des Moines industry specifically. He makes some fucking slapper beats. Like, dirty, nasty beats. I fucking, damn. He fucking makes some good shit. Some bangers. So, yeah, this is a hell of an episode. So, I guess I'll just shut the fuck up so we can get to it. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, long awaited G7.
Yo. What's crack-a-lackin', my guy?
Not a ton. I think this is the third time that we've set something up for you to come on.
Yeah, man. It's like, I remember when you first started doing this, you were like, hey, man, I want you to come on. I'm like, yeah, we'll do this. And then here we are, 6-8 months later. Like,
yeah. It's been a minute, and a lot's happened since then. I hope to hear that your daughter's okay. I know she was having some issues the first time, and I think work screwed you over one of the other times too.
Yeah.
I was telling Molly before this, because we just got canceled. That's why we had you on. I'm like, if you cancel like Gabe over here, it's fine. If you let me know and you're like, I got some shit that actually happened, I'll let you back on.
That's what I'm saying. Communication is key, baby.
Yeah.
Communication is key.
Exactly. It's fucking key. We're kind of doing this on an off day. We usually do it 2 days before the release, but we're doing it once, so I'm gonna have to cram in editing and all that after this, so that'll be fun.
Feel it. I know how that goes, dude. For real. I record people and I mix their stuff, and they're trying to get it all done within this 3-hour time span. I get that. I get that heavy.
Well, let's just get into that. Talk about that. You're a pretty prominent producer figure here in Des Moines. Your beats are slappers.
Well, thank you.
I really enjoy them. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate the prominent, because I just I'd be listening to it and I'm all like, oh yeah, this is garbage. I'm gonna put it out anyways. And then people are like, yo, I vibe with this. And I'm all like, all right, so I'll just keep going, bro.
You're always your own worst critic. That's always the problem with being a producer, I've found.
It is, man. You are definitely your own worst enemy when it comes to anything creative you do, because you just want to be the best at it. And then you're just like, this doesn't sound like the best. And I mean, all that matters, man, is you be you. Like, a lot of people don't realize, like, all the people that they listen to have set their trends. All the superstars, they have all set their trends. Like, now I put myself on the spot. I'm like, who am I going to use an example? I mean, like Travis Scott, for example. Like, man, the first time I seen Travis Scott, I seen him with Juicy J. He was opening for Juicy J at Valair, and I was tripping my balls off, dude. And he just, me and my homies are standing back there, and he walks up to us with his bodyguards. He just starts talking to us, yo. And I'm just like, yo, I'm just talking to Travis Scott, balls deep in this tab right now. And it was, yeah, man. So hopefully, I'm really hoping to see him soon and be all like, yeah, man, I met you one time. He'll be like, oh, yeah. And I'll be like, yeah. He'll be like, all right, this guy's weird.
You eat his Burger King meal?
Yeah. Oh, man.
I heard it's full of Xanax.
Man. I don't know. I was like, man, that's a number one with bacon and that's a number one with lettuce on it. Like, get out of here. Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck it is. The Travis Scott burger. I don't eat Burger King.
I feel it, dude. I try to cut fast food out too, man. I've cut out fast food. I've cut out pork. Slowly.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. Dude, like that was the hardest thing because I come from a family of just pork eaters. So it's been hard, bro. Recently I had to cut pepperonis. Like I was making an example and I was like, this is no excuse.
So not to derail here, but like what like made you decide to do that? I guess the fast food makes sense, but like I guess was it with pork that you don't like about it, or is it?
Man, I've always been like, I don't know. I've always been iffy on it, you know, because I come from a religious Christian family. And so, you know, a lot of it was like the pork and da-da-da-da when you get back to like the older stuff. And then as I got older, I just started feeling crappy and I started seeing all these bad things about pork. So I was like, I mean, let's just cut it out. Let's try it. And I felt better since then. I really have. I really want to cut out red meat too, but my soul is weak. My soul is weak.
Interesting. I'm a big proprietor of meat myself. I haven't. What's up with pork? I guess I'm just honestly curious. I haven't heard.
I don't know, man, because like if you look in like the Bible and the Quran, it talks about no pork, and then I don't know. They were talking about how like the thing that got me is like they still sell like cancerous sections of like the pork or something like that, dude. I don't know. I gotta actually do some reading and not doing my little this headline says this. Like I'm guilty of that.
Hey, everyone is, man.
Right.
Especially in the day of, you know, social media and the internet. There are a lot of sources that are not, you know, whatever. But, you know, I have heard things about pork, and, you know, I do understand the religious aspect. That's like an ancient old kind of taboo.
It's super far.
In self pork. So where'd you get your name G7? Where's that kind of come from?
Man, I was 19. I've never been to an actual professional studio before. And I link up with my homie, or I link up with these homies through my other homie that he hung out with them. And I was like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna go with them to the studio session. We're gonna kick it. I still live with my mom and I had a job, so I always had big amounts of weed back then, man. And like I went to the studio, we kicked it. Like I smoked everybody out, and like we did some freestyling and shit, and I watched them all record. And then we did that like 2 or 3 times. And then finally they got me to write a verse. And so I wrote a verse and I spit it, and they were all like, yo, okay. Like,
damn.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, bet. And then we were just sitting there smoking. We finally finished the song, and he's all like, what's your name going to be, bro? And I was like, I have no idea. And then, yeah, like, I don't know.
Always the toughest question.
Yeah, like, I had, like, man, like, the farthest I've ever got was, like, recording on GarageBand on the Mac that my school let us borrow for the school year, dude. Like, but, yeah, no. And then he was just like, man, you be doing some G shit. You always got 7 grams of weed on you, so we're just going to call you G7. And I was all like, hey, yo, fuck it, bro. Like, and then I just kind of rolled with it. And then here we are, man. Shit, it's been like 6 years later.
Damn.
Yeah,
So how long you been
man.
doing this then?
Man, I really like professionally, like really at this for like 2 years. Oh, maybe about 3 now. And then, but I've been rapping since I was like 15, 16. Yeah, it's
Damn.
been, yeah, man. Well, like I was telling you about the MacBook thing. I was with my homie James. Shout out James. He was like, he was trying to rap. I was like, all right, bro. So we break into this old like abandoned cul-de-sac. It's just a whole cul-de-sac full of abandoned houses, and he knows one that has like a really big closet in it. So we break into there, and we take our little MacBook that we have that we just do all screw work on, and then we had a Rock Band microphone, and we just hung it up on one of the poles like that you hold, like you hang clothes on, dude. I tied it up there, and then I took a bandana and I like wrapped it around the microphone as a pop filter. I thought I was a genius, bro. I thought I was so smart.
That sounds like a Tyler Creator setup. I think that's how he used to do it. He used to hang out like that.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. That place got destroyed, dude. It was all bad. That was bad, man. Nah, man, because like we'd like sneak off because it wasn't too far from the school, man. We'd sneak off from the school. We started bringing our other homies to smoke there. Then they started bringing their homies, and then finally just the wrong people got in there and just
it became like a party place. And, like,
and we like
wrong.
it was just like our secret place, man, because we were going hard in there for like 6 months. Yeah, and then school year ended. We had to get the computers back and adios all of our music. Yeah, dude.
So I'm sorry. Where was this? It was like an abandoned house.
It was it was in a there was like it was like an abandoned duplex.
Oh.
Now they're like like little housing units now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they re-renovated it, but
Right.
yeah. Shit. I can't really say I've had any of those experiences myself.
Yeah, man.
Where'd you grow up? Did you grow up here in Des Moines or what part of Iowa?
Yeah, man. I mean, I grew up here in Des Moines. I've kind of bounced around from the south side to the east side. Like I went back and forth with living with my mom, living with my grandma, living with my dad, back to my grandma's, to my mom's, back to my. It was just dude. It was a very bouncy childhood, man. And to this day, that scarred me because I'm always on the go. I want to be on the go. But man, what were we talking about? Oh, my bad, bro. What was your question again?
Just like Des Moines.
Oh yeah.
So you lived here your whole life, or?
Yeah, pretty much most of it. Cause I lived here, and then up to about 16, and then I moved to Houston for a while. And man, Houston changed my life, dude. That's a whole nother topic we'll get into. But and then I moved back here, like, man, I don't know, like 2 years later. And then, and then I've been here ever since. Yeah, a lot of people will be all like, wait, that motherfucker's really not from Houston? I was like, nah, man, I was born here. I know I told a lot of people I'm from Houston. I mean, I call myself from Houston, bro, because that's where, like, the birth of me, I feel like the birth of, like, who I really was came out living down there and the experiences I had down there, bro. Like,
I see.
Yeah.
I guess I'm from, like, the Dallas, well, not from. I lived in the Dallas area for a little bit of my life. So how far away is that? It's like an hour and a half or something like that.
Oh, from Dallas to Houston?
Yeah.
Nah, man, that's like, I want to say, what was it? It was from here to Houston's a 19-hour drive, and then half of it is driving through Texas.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You want to look that up, Molly?
I'm very curious.
What the difference is?
I think it's like 4 or 6 hours. Nah, cause.
It's a lengthy.
Yeah, I know drive. It's a mission. Oh, yep.
Texas is that was an interesting state.
Dude, everything's so different there, dude. It's its own world out there. Like it really is.
Would you live there? Like, would you ever how everybody's kind of moving to the Texas area? Would you do that?
Actually, yeah, man. I would definitely move back to Texas. I probably live more somewhere in like Humboldt, just kind of like outside of Houston. Like I think it's like an hour and a half outside of Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, just I don't know, man. I just got a lot going on, and if I'm in the city all the time, it's just man.
Dallas is horrible to drive in. I remember that much.
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I tell people. They're all like, "Where'd you learn how to drive like that?" I was like, "You drive in big cities. Like, you gotta like in big cities, you gotta bully your way through the streets, or you ain't going nowhere."
Yeah, yeah, you can get stuck forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you can't fight, don't drive. You can't fight, don't drive.
Molly's giving me a look here. We were in Kansas City like a month ago, and oh my god, I love you, Molly, but you were not good at turning when there's oncoming traffic the other way. And I was like, yelling at her. I was like, go! You have like 20 seconds.
Go. Yes.
That's the thing when you're in the city, like you just learn to fucking go like that.
Right. It's like I can make that. Like, and if I'm not gonna make that, those motherfuckers better slow down so I can make that.
That's always like kind of there's like an 80% chance that they'll slow down.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I see, especially if it's like a nice ass Mercedes or something coming, I'm all like, oh yeah, his ass about to stop. like let me go. Because out there, yeah, man. I remember trying to get out of Fiesta one time. My mom was driving at the time, dude. I was like 15 when this happened, and I just remember her she just skirt and just out into the street, and I was all like, that that was not fun. But now I do that shit, so I understand where she comes from. Like,
it comes from something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get it now. I understand.
So like, how did Houston, like you said, like kind of changed your life? Like, how did that happen?
Man, so I've always been like up here, you know the way of life like up here, how people live up here, man. It's very slow pace and
yeah,
like it's very like everything is very thought out around here. Like there's a lot of, people really think shit through out here. And down in Texas or down in Houston, I guess, 'cause that's where I've spent most of my time when I was out there, is like it's just time just moves different, man. Like time for me, it does. Like when I was down in Texas, it didn't feel like I was in Texas for that long. And then I come back up here and I'm like, man, I feel like I've been here for like 45 years already. Like when you get a taste of the fast life, dude, and you come back to the slow lane, you're like, man, this is slow. But I mean, everything's starting to pick up, man. We've been getting some good acts come through here, and like I've been really impressed. I'm really impressed lately with the scene. I'm proud of it.
Hell yeah, same. It's kind of weird. Like, despite Corona happening this year, everything in 2020, I feel like Iowa's been doing a lot in the scene. I mean, and just the years prior, like it's way more than it probably was a decade ago.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I mean, and that's where when everybody complains about, oh, it's oversaturated, this is oversaturated. Well, there's like people don't realize there's plus sides to that, because because now everyone's just like working. Like a lot of people are working together, a lot of people are linking up, a lot of people are collaborating on just like a bunch of stuff. It's not even music related, but they meet through music.
Yeah.
I got dog hair in my mouth. This is not good. But and it just, I don't know, man. I think I'd be thinking shit through way too much. Like people,
Me too, man.
Yeah, man. Because people, you know how people say like sometimes you just gotta sit, you gotta stand back and look at the situation. And I think I've taken that a little too far sometimes.
Where you take the Buddha mantra just way too far, and you're like levitating and like not even just paying attention to anything. Yeah,
like it'll be fine, and then a lot of the times it does not come out fine. Like,
you smoke cigars, right?
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
It's been a while. You said something about this, and I was like, all right.
So I'm doing sober October this year.
Yeah.
So, and I haven't decided if I'm just gonna start tomorrow or if I'm gonna hold out till Wednesday. But I'm gonna go a month without any weed or any alcohol, or any other kind of substances. So cigars is gonna be how I'm gonna go probably for a good couple weekends.
I feel it, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. I always told myself, like, I mean, man, I've been shit. Every time I quit, like this recent time, man, I just told myself, like, it's gonna happen again. And then, but we can have a thing. We can just chill for a couple months. We can get our head clear once again and call it a day. Because right now,
Yeah, that's a really important thing to do in this day and age. Be able to step back. My mic is falling apart.
it happens, bro. I know how that shit goes.
Good old cigar.
I feel like Elon Musk right now. So I got my, like, yep.
What's some of your inspiration for that goes into like your producing and your music and all that?
Man, honestly, like, I don't know. A lot of it was like I listened to a lot of like Lex Luger beats when I was a kid. It was like Lex Luger, Southside, 808 Mafia, all of them, And then my homie started making beats, and I was all like, I watched him do it, and I was like, oh, this shit's doable. Like, we can do this. Like, I didn't realize that you could just I could take my mom's laptop, fucking my homie can come over and crack FL, and then shit, dude, I'm on my way. I type in freedrumkits.net, and then I got like 40 drum kits on this computer.
Yeah, right.
Man. It happens.
That is the crazy thing with like the internet, how that's changed the game of music.
It has. It's really brought out the independent the independent artist, and it's really helped the independent artist, man, because like you look at a lot of these 360 deals, man, because 360 deals, they're taking money off of your streams, your shows, your merchandise, like everything that you do, man, because you think about it, man, it's really just a cash advance. They give you a cash advance and you gotta make that shit back. Yeah, and I'm not down with that.
Yeah,
I'm too broke for that.
It sounds like a really stressful like situation where you're selling drugs or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You better sell all this and pay me this money or you're fucked.
And they don't make that shit easy because they're all like, all right, you got to come use our studio. Yeah, it's going to be $800 a session. And you're all like, right?
Yeah, like, saying, fuck, this better be good.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
It's a very stressful, competitive. I feel like there has to be, if you want to play at that level, that you have to have a certain level of ego where you're just like convinced that you're the best.
Man, no, I feel that. A lot of people think that. A lot of people take that shit too far.
Yeah,
but,
especially in hip hop. Jesus Christ.
But, oh man, no, I've always felt like you don't have to have a certain level of ego, but you got to have a big level of understanding, and you got to learn how to read situations and really like read the room, like. Because a lot of people don't realize, everyone wants to get into like studios and damn it, do a bunch of shit. And like we were talking about earlier, man, they just get in there and they don't want to be themselves. And that's why I'm just like, and they just want to do it, and they're not caring about anything on the side, and that shit will really fuck you in the end, man. Like me, dude, like a lot of people, man, like they have a shitload of skeletons in their closet, and like that shit scares me, bro, because like, that's why I don't have that shit, because I'm not trying to make it big and then have somebody who's just like really does not really fuck with me being all like, yeah, look at this motherfucker, yeah, man, it's being like that, and I'm like, I can't have that, so that's why I try to have no skeletons in my closet, bro.
That's an interesting way to look at it. I guess, I don't know, I wouldn't be too bothered by like other people watching or listening to my stuff, how they feel. But is that like a big, is that what you're saying? Maybe am I just full of shit? Like, that's kind of a big part of what you do? You want to be able to, like, talking about ego, you have like a perception you want to have, and you want to make sure that that's good. Oh yeah,
okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you just want to have like, and a lot of people, and it's just be genuine about it, like, because I'm a firm believer in like energy. And what you give out is what you get back, and it's like, it's just like, and people think that's like you got to go out here and like save a box of kittens out of a tree or some shit, and it's like all you really got to do is just like hold the door open for somebody behind you, Just tell the McDonald's person thank you even though they fucked up your order, like it's not that serious. You can't be mad at them, like they're doing that shit for so. Shout out to McDonald's though. Save me from a lot of nights.
Yeah. Their beef's better.
Man,
it's not just fake or whatever, I don't think.
Man, dude, I've never been able to eat fast food hamburgers, bro.
Really? Yeah. I love that shit. I can't get enough of it.
I've never could. I think it's the like the texture, bro. Like, I'm a very, like I said, dude, I'm like, I have all these weird little kinks, and a lot of it's like texture, dude. Like, there's a lot of things I won't eat, and I think they taste delicious, but the way it like fills in my mouth, I'm like, I can't do it. Like, crab's one of them, dude. Like, I love crab, but I hate the taste, or like I hate the feel of it, dude. Like, I just, I don't know.
So do you just not eat those things, or do you like have a different way where you substitute that flavor or whatever?
Nah, man, what a lot of the times I'll have to do is, like, if I really like something, like eggs, man, I can't eat those alone. But if I pair it with something, like I throw the eggs in the rice, or I make like an egg croissant with some like turkey on it. Then I can eat it, but I just can't. It's like that with a lot of stuff, dude. I just can't eat it straight, so I gotta mix it.
I feel that. Yeah, I can't do eggs alone either. I feel like with eggs you have to have like some carbs and some meat to
there's got to be some, there's something there, like.
So are you shooting for like a no meat diet? Is that like Is like when you say like you're not eating pork. That's I understand. Is that probably more for religious reasons? The pork?
No, that's just because I just wanted to figure out how to try to like start feeling better. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, let me cut pork out because I got a couple homies that did it, and they were like, man, I feel so much better. Da, 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 da. I was like, fuck. I mean, you don't know if they're bullshitting or if they really mean it. So my ass was like, bet.
Diet has a huge that is a huge factor in your mental health and happiness. Like people don't realize that when you're eating carbs all the fucking time, like 9 times out of 10 you're depressed because because sugar is like energy, so it's like taking too much serotonin in almost. Like you have like a tolerance that's so, I don't know, maybe I'm full of shit, but you can kind of correlate like sugar intake with like someone being depressed.
No, man, I totally feel that. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got people that like eat fast food every day. I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and talk shit. I do that shit. Like,
everybody's been there. That's the problem.
Like,
it's so easily accessible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Especially you got like $2 and you're all like, man, am I either gonna go get these 2 McChickens or am I gonna get like a box of noodles and some sauce? I'm gonna go get some McChickens. Like every time, man.
It's so easy if you got that little bit extra money in the bank to like, fuck, I don't want to cook, man. I'm just gonna go get, whatever.
Oh, dude, I'm so guilty of that, bro. I'll come home. I'm like, I'm about to cook this big ass feast, and then I'll be all like, I'll take a shower and shit, bro, and I'll be all like, yo, baby, what you want for pizza? Like every time. So I just don't make her those promises anymore. She'll be like, are you making dinner tonight? I'll be all like, maybe. Maybe.
Good middle ground. It's a good thing to do in a relationship. Not to lie, just to give half truths.
Like I'm as unsure as you are at this point. Like if I said yes or no, I'd be lying to you. Like 'cause I'm just as lost as you.
So like I've heard this before. You have this like whole thing with the ski mask.
Oh,
that's like a big part of your mantra.
Yes.
Is it true you have a photo, like a family photo of you guys all in ski masks?
That's yet to come.
It's yet to come. Okay.
But trust me, y'all gonna see it. I've increased my budget. I have budgeted out grills and a couple chains. It's gonna be a good time. It's just gonna be legendary, dude. That's what I'm saying. This is gonna be legendary. Well, cause dude, I have this big ass space in my wall at home, and I'm like, that's where the fuck it's going. It's going right there. I'm trying to get the little ceiling lights that shine on the pictures and shit. That's just gonna be. It's gonna be
golden
like,
frame and all that.
Yeah, man. It's like I can only imagine. It's gonna be like 2020, 21. My great grandkids are like, man, look at this photo. He said our great grandpa was the shit. It's just this 2-century-old picture of me and my family in a ski mask. I have all my children in ski masks. This is amazing. They're all down for it too.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. So like what's the significance in that, like, for you?
Man, a lot of it's just like, I don't know, man. I've always been like pre-Texas, man. Like I was super quiet. I was the kid that, like, I didn't necessarily get made fun of, but I was just kind of like a ghost. I was like a shadow in the background. I was just kind of like a background character in everybody's lives, you know. And shit, dude, I was a kid. I was angry, man, just from the shit I was going through at the time, and I was always getting into fights and shit all the time, and it just fucking, it was bad. Damn, dude, what was the question again? I'm
like
so
the
bad at
masks.
this. Oh, the mask. Yeah, man. So like, no, like, and then I got into high school and I started opening up, and then I started smoking weed and that shit. And I was one of the only kids with a job in high school that, yeah. So I was always smoking with my friends, and I don't know. A lot of it's just to keep that. What am I trying to say? Just keep that, like, keep it focused on the artistry, you know, because everybody else out here is wearing Balenciagas. They got a fucking Christian Dior shirt on and shit. You see me, man, I'm standing on top of a fucking Honda CRV in my beat up ass Vans in some sweatpants, a sweatshirt, and a ski mask. Like, like that's just my life, bro. Like there's
yeah.
nothing more to it. Like
I completely 110% feel that. Like not bowing down to like a certain way to look or like
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Celebrity status kind of shit.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm upset because I started doing it around the time that like ski masks and the culture started becoming like a big thing. And because you had the Jock Boys just dropped their fucking tape. And their cover is them in these old ass Japanese cars fucking wearing ski masks and shit, so I was like, damn. And then I was on Twitter and Murda Beats changed his picture to him in a white ski mask and like his Rolls Royce, and I was all like, bro, damn it, like damn it. I was just, man, I always feel like, I don't know, dude, that's why I always feel like I need to get out of here. I always feel like I've been like ahead of the curve, but I've never had a voice in the curve. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've just gone with the curve. I've never been one to set the curve a direction.
Yeah.
And that's what my big thing is now, is like you hear, especially with like producing and rap, like everybody has this, you can look up all these type beats and they're all gonna have a similar BPM, they're all gonna have a similar melody and key and all that shit, similar drum pattern and shit, like a lot of them. And I mean, I'm not knocking any other producer, that's just going with the flow, and if you like that shit, make that shit, bro.
Yeah,
nothing's stopping you from doing that.
Makes
shit.
money, then yeah,
that's what I'm saying, man. But me, I'm just taking the shit I like, and I'm just trying to mash that shit up, dude. Like, I love listening to lo-fi, bro. Like, I will listen to lo-fi, like,
hell yeah,
all day at work, bro. I'll go on Spotify. I'll get the Lush lo-fi playlist, and I'll just press play, and I will listen to that bitch all day. Like, that shit keep me calm as hell, though, man.
Yeah, it's very calming music. Like, I definitely like to fall asleep or work with or work to lo-fi. Yeah, it's good fucking shit, man. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying though, with like in terms of like the problem with like originality. I feel like in this day and age especially, it's so fucking hard to like be original. Yeah. When you have like everybody on the internet on this singular entity, like all competing, billions of people on the planet competing to be original. It seems really difficult to like set a trend.
Yeah, honestly, man, I see a lot of it as the hardest part about setting the trend is getting past all the bullshit. You feel me? Cause like you're up here, you got motherfuckers like, look at Young Thug. He set a huge fucking trend, like all that shit. And it's like, if you can rise above the bullshit, you will set the trend, because a lot of it is just determination and how much people really fucking want this shit. Like if you really want this shit and you do not and you are not gonna give up, some motherfucker with fucking he's cut up skinny jeans, bright green hair, like, I mean, I'm not knocking that style, but like a lot of that time that's what people were telling me, like, no, man, you gotta be like this, you gotta do it like that. And don't get me wrong, you got a lot of old heads like that too that are like, no, man, you guys need to spit bars and Like, I used to be that type of guy, man, but I don't know. I just now, dude, it's just like, just make music. Like that's all it is. So, and I just feel like if you really want to make that statement, you really want to make that impact, you will. Like, if you work hard for that shit, you are going to. There's just no way you can't.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like the theology I always like to kind of play off is like, you can never get worse, like, the more you do something. Like, you can't like work hard something and then like get worse. It's just, you have to like deliberately try to get worse almost. Yeah. Like, even naturally, even if you're not even like thinking about trying to get better, your body and your mind and all that will just naturally sync up and develop and get better.
Yep, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm a very big person in like what was it, like neural pathways? Because the waves in our brain, like it's like a trail in the dirt. You have a horse and he runs that trail every day. What's going to happen to the trail? It's going to fucking indent, and then you're always going to see that trail. Our brains are like the same fucking way, dude. But if we force our brains to curve off from that trail, like, we can fix shit, you know,
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
our brains are one of the like the most powerful things on the planet. Like the human mind has brought so many things, and just look at it, like 200 years, dude. And if we learn how to like harness that and like really bring that shit out, man, there's who knows what the fuck we can do, bro.
It's true.
Like
It's like that fucking, what's that movie? Lucy, where it's like what you only use how much your brain, like 20-30%, and then like I don't know. There's all the YouTube.
oh yeah, and that bitch hits like 100.
Yeah.
And she just turns into energy. I was like, bro, what? That shit had me tripping. She was like 100. And she just. I was like, she just became one.
God, imagine if you could do that shit.
Right.
VR is kind of like I feel like in a way VR is kind of like a bridge into that, because like, you know, creating your own reality, you know, people do that in real life. I mean, you can literally do that in a computer. I mean, just imagine like what you can convince yourself you're capable of doing in that kind of realm.
VR scares the shit out of me.
Me too.
Like VR scares the fuck out of me, bro. Well, bro, like I used to play Fallout like so heavy, and in Fallout 3,
yes.
there was a story mission where you get in and you're like in the fucking virtual thing, and you're just like in this fucked up reality, or like in this simulation, and like your dad's the dog and shit, and you got like that shit tripped me out. And ever since then, dude, I was like 13 when that game came out. And I was like, yo, I ain't fucking with that shit. They trying to put me in that. They trying to put me in that shit, man. And then shit, what else did they have? They let out Ready Player 21 or whatever, Ready Player 1.
Oh yeah.
Where they just live in these fucking gigantic shanties, but everyone's just living in this virtual reality world, and I'm like, man, I couldn't do that. And then it's like, and then you got the Matrix and shit, bro. And I'm like, that shit scares the fuck out of me.
Have you ever seen Mr. Robot?
No, that shit.
It's like all about that is like my obsession right now. Like I have to take breaks in between watching because it's such an anxiety-inducing show. It's like all the shit with like Edward. Like I was just watching a episode the other day where they were talking about Edward Snowden, like all that shit. Because you know they just passed. They just made it officially illegal for the government to do that. I believe, isn't that right? You want to look that up? Edward Snowden.
Yeah, that guy was ballsy, dude.
Yeah,
because he was like, dude, because you're talking about, that was the guy that was calling into Joe Rogan and was like, yeah, man, I was like, that guy's wild.
He
like,
is fucking wild.
No shit's given. Well, I mean, like, dude, if you make a big enough splash and like motherfuckers are really looking at you, they're gonna be all like, all right, we can't take him out because motherfuckers gonna be pissed off.
He truly, he is almost a hero in my mind. He truly exposed that fucking shit.
That's all I'm saying, man. And it just goes to show, like, that shit, bro. Like, if like that's not the only fuck shit that goes on, you know, like what really happens, you know, like
look up like recent trial. I don't remember exactly what the trial was, but like they just basically what he got in trouble for. Not what he got in trouble for, like, because the government had the right under the Patriot Act to look into people's calls and all their data and information, and then they just passed this thing. If I am not mistaken, they passed this thing where that is now illegal. The government can't do that anymore.
But I know Apple was really big on that too. I remember reading about a big case where like the government was trying to get into this person's like Apple info and stuff, and Apple was like, nah. Like,
they, you know, you can say what you want about Apple, but they are probably the best when it comes to privacy.
Yeah, man. That's what I do. That's what I'm saying, dude. I had somebody hack my Google account or my Apple account one time, dude.
Oh,
and as soon as I emailed them, dude, I like closed out of Gmail and they called me, bro. Like, like I have never had service that fast, bro. Dude, it was wild, dude, because it was like it was some dude in the Middle East because he took like screenshots on my phone. Or like he took because he must have had an iPhone because he took screenshots, and you know if your phone's logged into like two different phones, like it'll share the photos through the cloud. Yeah, and I was looking and it was all like it had the airplane ticket shit pulled up, like he had like my PayPal and shit pulled up, and then he had like the destination to Des Moines, and I was all like, all right. And then I was like, oh, joke's on you, motherfucker. I'm broke as shit. Like, you ain't buying no plane ticket now. I know he mad as hell. He probably opened my PayPal and he's seen, 37 cents. Damn. Like,
that's the thing these days. The target's growing smaller for those people.
Right, dude.
You try to steal most people's shit, they're just like, I got nothing, man. Like,
yeah, like
go
ahead. Oh, yo, you have my credit line. I fucked that up a while ago, bro. Here you go.
I hope you get further than I ever can.
Yeah, like, here you go, man. If you can help me build that bitch back up, like fuck.
You would just put some shit.
I'll give you a cut, man.
All right, anything?
Trump was talking about pardoning him.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what I was talking about recently, because they did that whole. Yeah, because he's living in Russia. He's hiding from the government. He's basically in exile. Damn, you can't find anything about the recent ruling?
No.
You know, they're trying to keep that shit.
They are! That's why I always fucking tell her!
Trying to keep that on the hush.
You know, it is really scary, though, how much... Like, I think I was talking about this with someone else on the podcast, but, like, how much information comes through Google? How much information circulates through
That's
Google?
what I'm saying. They were talking about, like, oh, TikTok, and it goes to the CCP. And I was all like, yo, do you know how much everyone else has on us? Like, like, dude, like what? And it's just crazy, and it is wild because people are all like, they're mad at other shit. And I'm like, yo, you're not pissed off about this? Like, yo, it's like they're literally selling your data, your personal data, to other people and to other companies. And it's like, why are you letting them do that? I mean, like, it makes so much sense why, like, Facebook and shit just made so much like, they just make so much fucking money. They generate so much.
Well, I mean, the reason is, like, it tapped into convenience. I mean, that's the whole reason everybody's okay with all this automation and, like, you know, things just... What was it? There was this bitch yesterday on Facebook who was posting, like, there's this really neat thing where Facebook, gives, like, suggested comments. I'm like, that is scary as shit. Are you fucking, like,
nope.
They're trying to just take out what you say completely. They're just giving you, like, a Fallout type, like, here's 4 choices you can...
Right, here you got. This is all you can do.
That shit scares the fuck out of me.
Keep it short.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. I'm not fucking with the new shit they got going on now.
No, but yeah, fuck VR.
Yeah. At the end of that, fuck VR. Fuck VR.
That Half-Life game looks really good. That's probably the only.
That shit doesn't
that's
cool
only
as fuck.
probably the only VR game I would play.
I know. I'm talking shit. I'll probably end up buying an Oculus or something. Now that we're just talking about it, I'm all like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. And then everyone be like, where the fuck Seven been? And it's just, I'm just fucking 30 pounds heavier, just in my wife beater and boxers, just my VR headset on.
I'm no longer G7.
Yeah.
I'm Entity 1300. So you are a big proprietor of FL Studio.
Yes, dude, I love it.
What's like your... I don't know if it's even really an argument, but like, you know, different producers have different flows. I used FL Studio on one of my mixtapes actually, but I have always just found Ableton to be better. So I guess like what is it with you, or not with you, but like what do you think is, you know, what makes FL what it is for you?
Well, I've been on FL since FL like 10. Yeah, and
What are they
I
at
like
now?
20.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I'd be on 20 and I'd be like learning new shit, and I'll be all like, oh, I can do that now, like, and it's dope, dude. Like how just like the workflow in it is just amazing. Like I don't know, I don't really have a big enough argument. I feel like just because I haven't really used Ableton like that. Like I've seen my buddies use it, and like I know how to move my way around it, but I haven't like gone in depth and like looked up tutorials on how to, you know, do shit like I have with FL. I got like 10, like I wouldn't say 10 years experience. I got a solid 2 right now. But man, yeah, the beat making story is actually pretty crazy too, but we'll get into that whenever.
Let's get to now.
Okay, yeah.
How'd you get into beat making?
Man, I was living with my homie, Monty, shout out Diggs the Beat, Lonnie, shout out Blackbird, and my homie Danny, my little homie Danny. Oh, I love my little homie Danny. I don't know what he goes by now, but shout out my homie Danny. We were all living in this house. Well, actually, let me go a little bit further back. You remember how when I was telling you about how like I went to the studio and all that? Well, I actually ended up being roommates with the guy that had the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out Sean, shout out Fuzzy. He wants to kick my ass. We'll get into that later, but I'm gonna give him his respects. But we lived together, and that's when I first got like really into recording music. But then me and him had a falling out. I was young. I did some stupid shit, and I mean he has all rights to be mad. I don't fucking blame him for him being mad if he still is. And then I moved into the house with my homies, and I had this recording equipment, and we were just like, all right, let's just start rapping. And then we didn't have internet, so we were all like, oh fuck. Like, no beats. Yeah, there's no beats, dude. And my homie Danny, fucking computer genius, dude. He of course he gets FL. And then my homie Blackbird, he already knew how to make beats. He went by Drogot at the time. Drogot on the beat, and that shit, I still think that was a fire ass tag. But he was making beats, and my homie Diggs the Beat started making beats, and Danny was making beats too. And I was just kind of chilling, I wasn't doing anything. Like, I was barely writing music. Like, everybody else was recording and shit. And I was like, dog, what am I doing? And it sucked, dude, because I had a slot at 515 Alive that year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
way.
It was the first year. It was the first year that we like had that. Shout out my man, fucking Dan Green. Yeah, dude. Well, because so I worked at Exile. I worked at a brewery.
Oh, you worked at Exile?
Yeah, I worked at Exile. Dude.
Oh,
that was
no way.
my spot. I know. I'm mad that I left with a bad rep there. It was a cool ass place to work, man. But he was a server, and I was like a food runner.
Okay.
And so I'd stand there at the window, and like I'd just sit there and talk with the servers and shit. And he was a server there at the time on like the day shift. And he was just like, this was the first year he was bringing like rap really to 515. I want to say it was the first year. Cause like I just remember me and him talking about like he was like, oh, who are the rap artists around here? What would be a big rap artist that brings a big crowd? And I remember talking to him about that. But anyways, to go back, so I had he offered me a slot on there, of course. And at this time, I had no music, man. I just started recording and shit. I bit off way too much than I could chew. He's like, you got a 15-minute set. I was like, I have a 0-minute set, bro. I didn't tell him that, though. I was trying to make it seem all cool. Like, I was extra professional rapper, and I got this and shit. But, so we started doing this, and then everyone's making beats. Everyone's making hard-ass music. Everyone's getting, like, props and shit. And I'm all like, damn, bro. Like, my bros are really doing this. Like, I really need to fucking do this. And then we find this random-ass laptop. My homie Danny's like, oh, well, it's a badass laptop. I'm about to use this one. And I was like, hey, bro, let me get that old one then. And he was all like, all right, bro, here. And I don't think it went down like that, but for the sake of, I don't think it went down that smooth. But for the sake of time, I started making beats on there, and I have like a lot of big 90s East Coast influence, dude. Like I grew up listening to like Wu-Tang Clan, Biggie Smalls, Tribe Called Quest, bro, Mobb Deep. Like, man, like I still look up to Havoc, bro. Like Havoc's a bomb ass producer, bro, for real. And like I was just trying to make beats that sounded like boom bap. Like I didn't know it was boom bap at the time. I was like, I just want to make old school sounding beats, bro. And then I was like, now I want to make old school sounding beats with fat ass 808s behind them.
Fuck
yeah.
Like the Kanye type shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I was like, all right. And I started doing that, bro. And then I actually moved out. I moved down to Kansas City to work with this little label down there. And I lived in Kansas City for a while. And we just made music and shit. And I lived out there for like a year, like about a year. And then I came back here for Christmas one year, dude. And I was chilling with my homie, like my best friend, bro. Shout out Jacob. I was chilling at his house, and we were like, hey man, you want to go get something to drink? I was like, oh, let's go get some. I just got back to town, dude. I had a big ass bag of weed. I was like, yeah, bro, we about to chill. We about to kick it, bro. And we leave his house, and we're walking down the street, and this fucking Dodge Stratus pulls by, and the guy's just eyeballing the fuck out of us, dude. And I was all like, yo, that was kind of weird. And then all of a sudden they turn back around, they stop and get out of the car, and we're like, oh shit, we're about to fight these dudes, bro. And then like I get out and I start seeing a badge swing, and I'm like, oh shit, bro. Like, yeah, dude, it was bad. And
were they like undercover, like not in uniform?
yeah, bro, but they straight hoed us, dog. They hoed the shit out of us.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, well, because they were like, what's your name, da 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 da, and I was like, at the time I was like, man, what the fuck, I'm gonna give them my information and then walk off, like I ain't doing anything. Because they were all like, there's been robberies around here, and the description is bright red shoes. I had my bright red Nike SBs on, and I was like, and then he looked at my homie, and he was just like, at the time, dude, I was just like, fuck, I'm trying not to really talk to these cops, right, da 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 da. And I gave him my information. He runs my ID and shit, and all I hear over the radio is, yeah, he's got a warrant. And I was like, yo, what, dog? Like, dog, what? Like, bro. And then so,
Oh my god.
yeah, bro. So I do 30 days. I do 30 days in the county, dude. Nah, it was like 45.
Holy
that
shit.
sucked, dude. Yeah, so I did 45 days in the county.
If you don't mind me asking, what you have a warrant for?
Dude, I was on probation prior, and then I was like, I had an email from my my PO at the time, and it said, congratulations, you have been discharged off probation, da 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 da. And I don't know why he sent me, I think he jumped the gun on it, because I was supposed to have a court date. Apparently I was supposed to have a court date, and I don't know what he did, because he never explained it to me. And like, because I remember now, because they were on vacation, and so I had to work with this, like, a substitute PO, and they didn't say anything about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just
bro.
Basically miscommunication.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, cool, I'm off probation, like I'm about to go to Kansas City, like, bet, let's do this. And then I come here, all that happens. I get dropped from the label that I was working with down in Kansas City, like, because they just thought I disappeared. Like, I had no way of getting a hold of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
County,
like, yeah, dude, I had no way. I didn't have their numbers saved or nothing like that, because my ass was dumb back then. And every time they called me, anytime I had to call them, I just go back to my call log and be like, okay, that number looks right. So I didn't have anybody's number. And I was like, fuck my life, dude. And so I got out, and then I didn't meet her. I reconnected with my now wife, but I reconnected with her, and then I just I didn't really pursue music anymore after that, because I was just like, all right, like, I did some wild shit on my, like, music journey. I had some bad shit go down, and I was all like, for a long time I was like, fuck, man, if this is what, like, living like the musical dream, chasing music is like I don't know if I'm gonna do this, yo.
Yeah.
And then like 2-3 years passed, man, and I'm like, man, I gotta, like, I didn't feel like myself. I didn't feel like me, and I didn't feel like me for a long time, because I was trying to be that family man. Like, I went out and got a good job, and we had our little place, and I was just trying to, take care of everything. But I always felt like there was a part of me that was missing. And then one day I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna start freestyling to some beats. And I start freestyling to some beats, and then my homie Diggs the Beat hits me up, and he's like, hey bro, what's good? Like, I ain't talked to him in a minute, like, and then he sends me a beat. Like, well, I buy a beat off of him, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna record to this. And then my homie D-Lo, shout out my man D-Lo.
Yeah.
That's my boy, bro. That's my boy. I hit him up and I was like, bro, you still running your studio? And he was like, yeah. I was like, hey, bro, let me come record this song. And he's like, yeah, bro, roll it through. So I came through and I recorded this song, man, and it just like it unlocked. I feel like it unlocked there was like a chi block that I had for so long, dude. And then, or I was just like suppressing that chi line, bro. And I just when I got on the mic, dude, and I spit that song and I heard it back, it just like I was like, I'm doing this. This is what the fuck I'm doing. Like I'm putting my all into this, dude. And then shit, dude, I work with D-Lo for like 2 projects. Is a minute. Yeah, no, that's my boy though, dude.
Hell yeah,
That's
D-Lo's
my
shit.
boy.
I'm actually working with him tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a video for him.
Oh, for real?
Mhm.
Hell yeah, bro.
We're gonna do, I'm really doing it more as like a what's the term? Like a portfolio kind of piece. 'Cause
yeah.
I've never, I've done like YouTube videos and small shit like that, but I haven't done music videos. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to working with him. Like, he's got some good shit.
He does.
He's got a lot of. You can tell that he's been through a lot, and he really articulates that well in his music.
Yeah, he does. That's definitely like I can tell that's my boy's outlet. Like
Yeah.
like that is my boy's outlet.
That's an outlet for all of us, though.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
that's the
saying.
beauty of it.
That's what I'm saying, man. And honestly, for like, so I did my work with D-Lo, and then I started like, I was working at this junking company at the time, bro. And we were just going and people were just paying us to take away their junk, dude. A lot of it wasn't broken. So I just got this I just found this computer that looked dope, and I brought it home, and they were like my buddy who's really good with computers, shout out Dozer. He was like, "Hey bro, it's a badass computer." I was like, "You think I can make music on this?" He was like, "Yeah, bro, you can make music on this." And so
Damn.
yeah, bro. So
Holy
I was like,
shit.
bet. And so I get my computer set up, and I didn't know what to use. My homie said, again, it's my homie, shout out Young Seagoat. He hit me up and he was like, "Yo, bro, just get Reaper." And I was like,
I've
all
heard
right,
that
bro.
one.
So I downloaded Reaper, and then shit, dude, I just started recording off of YouTube beats and shit. And I was like, man, I don't know if I don't want to. Because, dude, when I first started mixing, I was like, man, I'm about to just send this shit off. Like, I'm going to have somebody else mix this shit. Like, I ain't trying to do this. Fuck this, bro. And that never really ended up happening. So I just started mixing my own music and shit. Well, I think I still had my studio, and then I went to D-Lo's a couple of times too.
Okay.
Yeah, cause like I said, dude, I was like, I ain't trying to fucking do this shit. And then I hit up my other homie. Shout out Flee the Genius. That guy's a fucking, like, dude, if you don't know who that is, dude, like, you could definitely
Flee the Genius?
Flee the Genius. That guy is, like, it's all in the name, bro. Like, I've never seen somebody make beats like that guy.
Damn.
Like, dude. And he spits, too, bro. And he's just fucking cold, bro. Like, he's just cold. Like,
That's my style for sure.
yeah, dude, he's cold. He raps a lot with Disobey. I don't know if you've ever heard him.
No.
Yeah, man. Nah, those two together, they have this group together called Rebel Mind, bro. And, like, I fuck with their music so heavy, bro.
Damn.
For real, dude. Like I don't really be, like, expressing it. But, like, I fuck with those dudes, bro.
Damn.
I fuck with those.
That's what I love about
dudes.
having people on the podcast. I hear about these people that.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying.
But anyway, you were saying, so you got the shit in the computer, and then kind of just went off.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then I was like, man, I'm going to start making beats again. Because,
Yeah.
man, I didn't make beats for, like I said, like 2-3 years before that. And I feel like I only made beats the first time for, like, a whole year. And so, but I never really, I didn't have, like, I didn't realize that YouTube had a lot of how-tos to it. Like, I can learn how to make beats off of YouTube. So, bro, I was just, like, going through it myself, like trying to learn what all this shit did in FL, and like, so I was just making beats off of that, and they were working at the time, and I was like, all right, fuck it, we'll just keep fucking rolling with it. People are rapping on these, and they ain't saying shit about it, so we're like, all right, this is what it is. And then all the getting locked up shit happened, and then the years go by, and I'm like, and then my homie Flea hits me up, he's all like, man, I was like, you trying to work on some music? And he's like, you trying to kick it? And I was like, yeah, bro. And he came over, he drove down to my house, bro. I lived in Indianola at the time, so I was far as hell from the south, like, not too far from the south side, but he drove down there and he hooked me up with FL. Yeah, dude. And that's where that all started. And then I realized you could look up how-tos on YouTube and shit, because I was going through Facebook and an ad popped up for do you want to do melodies, because you know how we said they sell our shit to people. So, and I'm looking up stuff to buy to make my studio setup better. Like that shit just naturally came, and I was all like, oh shit.
That's where it works in your favor,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then it really helped a lot too, just having good friends, dude, because even though I wasn't progressing my craft, a lot of my homies were that whole time. Like a lot of my homies, like when I heard their music from before to from point A, and then not seeing them for point B, and then seeing them at point C, I was just fucking mad impressed, bro. And damn. So they all taught me a lot of shit too, man. Like a lot of my boys, they really taught me a lot of shit, bro. A lot of shit.
That's where you get it. That's where you that's where you really start to progress, when you start sitting in those, whatever's going on.
Yeah, bro. That's why, dude, I always tell people, bro, I was like, always be around people that are better at doing what you are doing.
Yes.
Like always, there is no progress in hanging out with people that don't get me wrong, you have your friends, you can have everyone, I have a bunch of friends that aren't music friends, they're
losers.
Yeah, right, they're not music friends, and then and so that's different, it's chill, but when you're hanging out with musical people and they don't take it as serious, and they don't want to advance in it, and they don't want to be open to it, it really it puts that restriction there, and it puts that restriction on you. And and that's why I feel bad for a lot of people, because a lot of people get blamed for oh, you made it and then you stop fucking with us, and and now I seeing that from other being on that standpoint where people say that about you, looking back, and you're all it could just be bias or whatever it is, and you just kind of see it okay, I understand why these big artists stop fucking with people.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
You gotta progress. You gotta, you're hearing about that artist do stuff. I mean, so obviously they're making the right moves. If you're hearing about it, if you weren't hearing about it, they'd be making the wrong moves.
Bro, so I knew I might not have been hanging around the right people for my art when I was bro, I can get you on this show. We can go do this show is in a couple hours, bro. You have music. Let's go fucking do this. Bro, even if you don't want to rap, bro, just be on stage with me, bro. And a lot of them, you were just nah, man. Nah, I need to get paid, bro. Nah, bro. I don't vibe with you.
That's the dumbest.
That,
who's paying you, man? Is anybody paying you?
Yeah, that's what I'm bro. I was why you guys gotta be like that all the time? And I mean, I understand some of my homies are just straight up hey, bro, my social anxiety and my stage fright, I just couldn't do that shit. And I respect that, bro. All right, that's cool.
There's a reason I'm doing a podcast and not
stage. That's what I'm saying, dude.
I totally get that.
That shit, man, rapping on stage, though, that shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still nerve-wracking, bro, but
there's an adrenaline to it. I have rapped on stage before despite anxiety, and I will say it was one of the most adrenaline-filled experiences I've ever had.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Dude, I'm always nervous as fuck, bro. A lot of the times, bro, you'll catch me in the green room, or you'll catch me behind the curtain, especially at the Muse, bro. I'll be I'm doing jumping jacks, I'll be doing push-ups and shit, all right, fuck, because it's just that's what I'm saying. Just because I don't want to be I'm fuck, I'm gonna pump myself up instead of just pacing back and forth oh shit, and then I just go out on stage, bro, and it's I see the crowd and I'm all oh shit, what do I say? And then I just say some random shit, And then either people come to the stage or people don't come to the stage. I mean, like when people like now it's different just because, you know, people starting to know me now. And so they're like, oh, okay, cool. He's going to spit some shit. Let me go up there. And then just good friends. Like I said, like the Stutterbox crew, the House of Leopold. Like those are that's like my family, bro. Like I don't see them enough and I feel bad. They're probably all like, I don't even know him like that, bro. But like, but no.
I get
I
that
think
though.
Those guys are my boys, bro. All of them.
Hell yeah, those are good guys.
They are
good spirited guys.
They're good ass dudes. That's what like, that's what like. I'm pretty sure we were talking about earlier, bro. It's like those guys have just advanced so fucking much. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Watching them from their first show at Stutter Shots, we're at this little bar in the middle of fucking nowhere, Iowa, you know, and we're sitting here throwing down, and we just, you know, we just did our thing, and it was a good ass time. And then it's actually really funny, dude. We went back there to do a second show, and we got booed out of the bar by a bunch of old ladies. That will forever be my like one of the best memories I ever have. Cause I remember Lolo was so pissed. It was his birthday show, bro.
Oh, you know, I have kind of heard about
this. Yeah, bro. It was his birthday. We've been talking about this shit for like months, bro. And we're pumped and we're all doing our shit and we just, man, I remember some old lady said something to my homie Goat and he was all like, I'll take your granddaughter to the hotel right now. What's up? Oh. I was like, bro, you did not just say that to them, bro.
That's great.
Yeah. Bro, cause like I don't know if Lolo just shut the show off or we got kicked out. But if we got kicked out, it was definitely because of that. Like, it was like, bro, he said that shit. I stopped rapping and everything, bro. Beat just playing. I'm just like, nah, Goat's my boy, bro. That guy's wild.
Oh my god.
That guy had no fear in what he does, bro. It's just no fear.
That's fucking awesome. Like that's the kind of shit that people need to be on. Like, and people are on, but like, people need to be more on that. Like
that's what
being
I'm
able
saying,
to push the
bro.
limit, push the envelope.
Bro, that's why I be trying to tell Lolo, like, bro, like, we're gonna look back, we're gonna be in LA, we're gonna be in Florida, we're gonna be in Miami or something, chilling, bro. We got this penthouse. We'll be like, hey, bro, remember the time them old ladies fucking booed us off stage? Like, and like, and knowing his act, he gonna be like fanning himself with money and be all like, yeah, fuck them. Shout out to my boy, bro.
Yeah, Lolo, he's a trip. He's a good guy.
I love being around him, bro. Always good energy.
Hell yeah.
Even when he's pissed off, bro, it's still good energy. I don't know what it is with that dude. That dude could be mad as hell, but it's still like, I understand why he pissed.
Yeah.
Like I get it. That's my boy.
It's not like completely off the rails insane. It's like it's central in a way.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, man, that shit. I remember me and Lolo did this show at a college. That shit was pretty tight.
Which college?
Oh, what? Fuck, dude. I don't remember the name of it, bro. It's the one out in I think Oskaloosa. It's the one. I don't remember what that college is out in Oskaloosa, bro. And when we went there, I fucked up, bro. It was hot as hell in that thing, bro. I had my sweatshirt on, and then I had my big Red Wings like hockey sweater on, bro. And I'm in here just like, oh my lord, just dying, sweating, bro. And I'm like, and then they're all like, "Yo, 7, you're up, bro." And I was all like, oh, I'm just drenched in sweat already, and I'm all like, this shit about to be wild, bro. And then, bro, I go up there and I turn up, bro, and I do my thing and shit, and I go out back, and then I changed, and then I just went into the crowd of people and just started dancing with everybody, bro. That was a good time. That was a good time, bro. I was gonna say, who was it? It was Pastor Troy, and I want to say her name was like Princess, was like the headliners of that show. And Pastor Troy is like an OG, bro. If you don't know, he's an OG. And I've never heard of Princess before. I mean, I probably have, but she like, you know, everyone, all the artists are taking photos with them and shit. And Princess like, let's take a photo, and I'm all like, I'm sweaty as shit, bro. And she just got all up on me, and I'm all like, bro, you can find the picture on my fucking on Facebook, bro, because I'm just like,
too much to handle.
Yeah, dude, I was like, what's going on? And she was like touching up on me, and I was like, my wife's gonna kick my ass, bro. I'm fucking toast. Someone's gonna post this, and I'm sleeping on the couch for a month. Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
fuck, bro.
That's the problem, being in that position, being married, huh? Like,
I mean, dude, I've never really been like a very lusting person. I should say, dude. I mean, I grew up in like a family of all women, so
Same.
like that's what I was saying, dude. And I never like. I mean, I would go to my dad's house and shit, but I was like, I feel like I was never really around him enough. And I mean, my dad's not like I'm a fucking manly man. He's just a fucking average, down to earth dude, you know. So I never had that like that macho man figure in my life ever, especially with like my uncle, because my uncle is really down to earth, and like my uncle taught me a lot of shit, bro. I still live like my life on a shitload of the mantras he's fucking taught me throughout the years, dude, for real. And I don't think I would ever got as far as I've gotten in music without my uncle, just because like, you know how we all have like that conscious voice in the back of our head, and anytime I'm making like a very like a big ass decision, like he's always like the voice of reason in my head, like every time, dude. Every time.
That's good though.
Yeah. For real.
But like, I mean, despite if you're lustful now, I mean, there's like definitely a lot of like crazy
dude,
fucking
like,
shit out there.
Yeah, dude, I've never really been like a like, you know, my homies like see a girl walk by and they're like, oh, yo, she got a fat ass, and I'm like, it's a butt, bro. Don't get me wrong, like I respect a nice butt, you know, like I mean, nice butts are nice butts, bro. But like I'm never like, yo, dog, look at that. Like, dog, there ain't enough time in the day, bro. Like,
I like that thing you posted. What was it? How much time is a good amount of time for sex? And you're like, 2 seconds. I'm too busy recording. Or something.
Yeah. I say 10 seconds. I got shit to do. Like, man, it's always, dude. I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, I always got super frustrated with my homies, bro, all the fucking time, 'cause they were just like, yeah, bro, we need to get these hoes over here, and we need to do this, yada yada yada, whoop-de-woo. And I'm like, bro, we need to be making music right now. And they're all like, bro, you're tripping, bro. Like, bro, we gotta have some hoes over here. And like, we're gonna have the hoes in the studio we record. And my homie Danny is not a very lustful person either. Me and him just look at each other like, these lying motherfuckers, bro. Yeah, bro. Long story short, bro, we went out and we bought a bunch of bottles, had a bunch of weed. Nobody slept with anybody, and some OGs were pissed. Yeah, bro. They got a stern talking to from like when I went to bed at 3 a.m. My ass woke up at 6, and his ass was still like, you motherfuckers. And I was like, yo, dog. Like, nah, dude. Some of my best memories are at that house, though, bro. I love my boys. Fucking, he's probably gonna be all like, he's like, bro, you said that shit on a podcast? I'm gonna beat your ass, bro.
Personally, for me, if I was recording and there was like a bunch of bimbos around, I would be like, that would be so anxiety inducing for me. I feel like I would almost be intimidated. Dude. I like wouldn't be able to like.
Bro, yeah, bro. It's hard. It's hard to work, bro, because like, you know, they're here to drink and smoke.
Yeah,
like
not for artistry or anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't give a fuck. You just another motherfucker trying to rap, bro. Like, they do not give a fuck. Like, oh, you said you got 4 bottles? Oh, you got an ounce of weed? All right, we're coming. I'm bringing all my homegirls. And, you know, I want to say, dude, it was like 3 or 4 of them that showed up. And I had this, dude, I don't even know. I don't know if I was like, we weren't really talking. I don't know what it was, dude. But I had this girl there, and she was like, this is my man. I'm like, I'm not your man, lady. I'm just trying to be so nice and not like, don't get me wrong, I was an asshole to her a lot, but I could never break myself to be all like,
you gotta have to at some point.
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, dude. It just got to the point where I was like, nah, man, I can't be doing this shit.
Fuck out here, man.
Yeah, but no, like, So I remember one of my OGs, bro. He called me Eminem. He called me Eminem. He said, "Hey, yo, Eminem." He said, "Here's this weed." He said, "Here's this alcohol." He said, "Y'all just go up in the room. Y'all be fine." I was like, "Fuck it, yo. I ain't got to smoke with all these motherfuckers." Bet. Like, I got like 4 blunts to myself. Like, she don't smoke weed. Like, hell yeah, bro. Let's go. Like, man, that was a night, dude. That's another one of those things that always stick with me, bro. Because they got yelled at, bro, and I was like, no, why is this happening? I had a PO meeting that day, I think, too. Yeah, and that was all good. I'm so glad she didn't drop me that day, bro. That would have been so bad. Like,
I heard they're not doing any drops right now with all the COVID.
Yeah, that's what I be telling my homies that are like, that we all like, yeah, I'm on probation. I'm like, bro, you the luckiest motherfucker to be on probation right now. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, don't get me wrong, I still think you should stay sober and shit just in case.
Yeah, in
like,
case they surprise you, and then it's like twice as bad or something like that.
I know, like, I had a bunch of homies that were like, bro, I don't know what to do. Like, a lot of homies that ain't been on probation, because they know I've been on probation before, and they're like, bro, I don't know what to do. I don't know when COVID's about to end. I've been smoking hella weed. No, I'm all like, bro, just quit smoking weed. Like, I know easier said than done, bro, but
yeah.
Fuck.
I feel that. Approaching the sober October, I've had my own anxieties for sure.
Yeah, bro.
Not smoking.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. A lot of it for me, bro, when I had to quit smoking, for when I got on probation, man, it was just being around people. Like, if it was there, bro, you just gotta take yourself out of that situation, bro, because like people are like discipline, but bro, we're human beings. We're not gonna be fucking disciplined robots. We're in the studio, we're having a good ass time, bro. Everyone's smoking weed. What are you gonna want to do? You want to smoke weed, bro? Like,
well, yeah, and you don't want to be the weird guys not smoking weed either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, especially if it's with some like people you've never met before in the studio and shit like that, man. And it's just hard to do. That's what I was saying. Just detach yourself. Like, bro, you're not wrong for detaching, like walking out of situations that just like aren't for your energy right now, bro. Like, you gotta protect that shit. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, bro. Cause fucking, I didn't go to prison or nothing like that, shit, bro. But my time in county was enough for me to be all like, I'm definitely moving a lot smarter after this. Like, not gonna do like that shit. Really like led me to like, I want to do a legal hustle when I'm older. Like, I don't want to do that shit in and out for my whole life, yo. Fuck that, bro.
What was I don't know how much you're willing to talk about, but like, what was that experience like for you being in county?
Shit, bro, dude. My first night I was there, I was like, yo, bro, I'm really fucking in here, bro. Like, son of a bitch, bro, I'm really fucking in here. Like, and it was like, I don't know, it was weird. I didn't know what to do, man. I was just like, I was fucking 19. I was naive. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to expect, bro. And some guy comes up and he starts talking to me, and he's like, it's your first time in here? And I'm all like, and I'm like, yeah, bro. And he's all like, all right, bro, come on, we're going to the booty room. And I was like, oh, bro, you got me fucked up. And he was all like, bro, I'm just fucking with you, bro. Like, I was like, oh, shit. Bro, I was really like, I'm like, bro, I've been in this bitch for like 24 hours. I'm about to fight somebody. Like, you're going to have to kill me. Like, I'm going to have to die right now. Like, it's not happening, bro. Not going, bro. Not going. And nah, dude. And then, dude, it was weird, bro. I learned how to barter in there, so to speak, bro. Like, for real, dog. Like, because you're locked with motherfuckers that are really like hustling on a daily basis, and like, it's just their personalities and their lifestyles now, and it's just what they do, so whether it be for like commissary snacks or like, tray like food and shit, like, bro, it was just like, that's where I really learned how to like, equivalency of items, like, y'all give you this for this, and shit like that, bro. I'll tell you what, man. Like, coffee in there was like fucking crack. Like, motherfuckers like homie, like, dude, I remember this dude, bro. He OD'd on caffeine, bro.
What?
He bought the motherfuckers are always like, hey, bro, I need that Keefy coffee. Like, that was everybody's like, they had the bullshit coffee, and then they had the nice coffee, and the nice coffie was the Keefy coffee. And everyone was like, I'm gonna get the Keefy coffee, yeah. And a motherfucker would get the Keefy coffee, and bro, you might as well have a gold mine, bro, because everybody's trying to trade for fucking like, bro, let me get a cup of coffee, bro. And they'll be all like, oh yeah, bro, let me get your Dr. Pepper. Oh, yeah, let me get your Snickers bar, like shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
But no, back to that guy ODing, bro. He drank like the whole bag in like 3 hours, bro. Like, yeah, bro.
Molly, do you want to look that up? What the level of caffeine is to OD? I've heard it's like an insane amount.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It probably didn't help, dude, because this guy was like damn near 60, bro.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, dude. He was 60, and the dude was talking about how he just got caught up for meth. I was like, bro, he's probably on a binger. Like, he's probably on a binge, and now he's in here clean, and he's got something that can like give him a similar effect.
Yeah, coming down and all that.
Yeah, so he's just like, I'm gonna take as much of this shit as I can, and then because I just remember like all of a sudden like I was in the worker pod at the time, bro. So I was like going to the kitchen and like doing dishes and shit, and like the guy wasn't there, and then everyone was like, hey, bro, that old dude OD'd off coffee, you know? It's like, what? That's wild, bro. It's definitely different in there, dude. Christ. Working in a jail kitchen was weird. Like, cause there was like 3 different chefs in there, and there was like the morning chef, the lunch or the breakfast chef, the lunch chef, the dinner chef. They had this one dude named Travis, bro. If you're listening to this, bro, eat shit. Dude, that guy, bro. He like we just sit there and have conversation. We all have like a designated job. Like, okay, you put the bun on, you put the mashed potato there, you put the sandwich there, you know, shit like that. And we would just have conversation, you know, because we can just talk and fucking put trays together. It wasn't a fucking big deal and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And that guy was just like, y'all need to shut up. And he was just like, you could just tell it was he had little man syndrome, bro. Like he just looked like he'd go home and like fuck everything when he gets home, and like I felt bad for the dude, but fuck that dude. Like,
you still made my life hell.
I feel bad for you, but you're still an asshole. Like,
how much caffeine?
It says more than 400 milligrams.
400 milligrams.
I feel
like
that's
how many?
not a lot.
How many?
That's,
Like,
well, that's like the recommended dose. And that puts you at risk.
so like what? So how many cups of coffee is that? Does it say, or like? I've heard like 12 Mountain Dews in an hour is a lethal dose of caffeine. Okay, so a black coffee.
To 235. That's a big ass margin.
So that's like what, like
shit.
10 cups of coffee then to OD or something like that?
Probably.
Dude, that's not hard, bro. Dude, actually I OD'd off caffeine one time, bro.
For
now that
real?
I think about it, bro. Yeah, so dude, I've always like I wasn't smoking weed, bro, and I thought like I kicked it, and I didn't realize at the time, bro. I just substituted my weed addiction for a caffeine addiction, bro. And like I didn't realize that at the time. And I was buying like big ass cans of Red Bull, like the fucking like $5 20 ounce cans. I was buying like 2 of those a morning, bro, and I was slamming. I was working at Jimmy John's, dude. I was fucking lightning, but like
they probably like that.
Yeah,
like,
dude, that's what I was
keep drinking
saying.
it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're like, I got all the hours, bro. Because I was like, making, dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. I think I made a sandwich in like 25 seconds there, bro. Like, yeah, but. Anyways, bro, like this day, bro, it was, what did we do? We had a big ass, it was like, we have like they have like the box lunches. It was like 200 box lunches, bro. And it was a delivery for like 11 o'clock. And we didn't open until 10:30, bro. So like, but like I was always the opener. Like, shout out to AK, my boss. He was just like, yo, you want to come in and open for me sometimes? I was like, hell yeah, I'll take all that overtime, bro. I get that bitch at like 5 o'clock in the morning. But so we got all these orders to do, man, and I'm like, fuck, I'm all like, all right, I'm gonna fucking bump it up today. I grabbed 2 5-hour energies, bro. Yeah, I slammed the 2 5-hour energies. I slammed the 2 cans of Red Bull.
Oh, no.
I got through the workday, bro, and then like I just was like, my heart was pumping so fast, bro, and I started getting like dizzy and shit. Yeah, bro, and I was like, I got like they rushed me to the hospital and shit, bro, and I sat on an IV drip for like 6 hours, bro.
Damn!
They pumped everything out of my system, bro. I'll tell you what, I have never had a worse headache in my fucking life, bro. Like, it felt like I just had like surgery on my face.
Jesus.
Like, yeah, dude.
So you can't smoke pot, but you can OD on caffeine for like, what, $12?
Yeah, dude. Like, fuck, man. Like, dude, holy fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Shit was ridiculous,
I've never heard of a
dude.
story like that.
Yeah, bro, dude,
Holy
that's what I'm
shit.
saying, bro. I've had some Jimmy John, bro. People that work at Jimmy John's know about the Jimmy life, bro.
I worked at Palmer's.
Oh,
so
really?
I actually did work at Jimmy
Yeah.
John's for a small stint.
Yeah.
You want to hear my Jimmy John's story really quick?
Yeah,
So I got
yeah.
fired from Jimmy John's because I wasn't wearing the correct colored pants and like some other really stupid thing that I don't even remember. But yeah, this manager just had it out for me. And I was in college, and this was like a week before I ended up dropping out. Like my manager just sends me a message on Facebook. She's like, "Hey, do you want to come in, just talk for a minute?" Like with a smiley face, like all super nice and anything. I sit down, she just like fires me, and like I was so dumbstruck because like it was just so out of the blue that like she gave me a paper to sign, and I actually signed it, and then I left.
Like, yeah, like, what the fuck do I do, bro? Like,
I just remember like if that happened to me now, I would have been like, are you fucking kidding me? Like I would have like actually gotten it. But like being like 19 and like, you know, fresh and then like just getting like fired for the first time, I was just like,
yo, like,
oh,
what?
like for that? Like, oh,
Like,
okay.
damn.
Shit, I guess I suck. You know?
Yeah, like, fuck my bad. Like, holy shit. Man.
God.
Fucking what Jimmy John's did you work at?
I was in South Dakota.
Oh, bet.
I went to
Yeah.
school at the University of South Dakota in
Oh,
Vermillion.
bet.
Because I had heard that there was a very good music program there, but I was mistaken.
Right.
So I suffered for that for like a semester and a half.
Yes, he said I was steered wrong.
That was steered very wrong. Yeah. You know, I went for music, obviously, and you know, being in that kind of field really, it teaches you a lot about like, you know, the music industry here. There's a lot that I think is missing from that, and there's a lot that like I'm so glad is not a part of it. There's like something about like being in an orchestra or being in like a organized musical thing that's just like you're like a drone. You're like a robot. You're like, all right, you have to practice this one song for 8 hours if you want like even be recognized at all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
do
that
you want to play for this symphony? Well, you better do this for like the next 3 years. Like, what was that one movie, bro, about the drummer dude?
Oh, Whiplash.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah. That's
bro.
one of my favorite movies.
That's one of the movies that had me all like, holy shit.
That's how intense
like,
it is.
That's how like that shit's real, you know. Like,
I played jazz guitar as well, actually,
Oh,
in
for
college.
real?
So,
You still
I didn't really have anything that intense, but like that is not beyond reality in like the music jazz scene. Like people are that fucking hard, like
Yeah,
and
dude,
that
like-
fucking intense. It's not far from the truth at all.
You're right. Like I can only imagine, man. Like, I mean, that's like a fair thing, man. You look at like teeny beauty pageants, like the kid beauty pageants. Those moms are like drill sergeants, bro.
Holy-
I'm like, I was like, that little girl's like 6. Like, like, holy fuck,
You know, I really hope after that fucking Cuties movie that they just stop doing those.
dude. They were like, we're trying to prove a point. I was like, that was a terrible way to prove the point.
You did the
Like,
opposite way.
Yeah, I was like, that was how to not prove that point. Like you could have made a movie about like somebody who was canceling that culture instead of just like
Yeah.
highlighting like.
Well, and that was the thing, like how they shot it. Like they specifically shot it to emphasize that. You know, even if they had shot in a way where that was just going on, but it wasn't emphasized, they probably could have gone away with it a little bit. But like the
That's what
fact
I'm
that was so
saying.
intentional.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone, and then I see a lot of dumbass people that are all like, "Oh, Netflix was just being edgy. You guys are just soft." And it's all like, "Bro, you're tripping." I'm like,
Fuck
no, you were tripping out. Like that little girl is humping the floor. Like, no, not happening. I will
Yeah.
kick my daughter's ass.
For
Like,
real.
like, holy
God.
shit. I'm all down for expressing yourself. You want to dance, you want to do hip hop and shit like that. I understand that shit comes with hip hop, but like, you got to wait a little bit for that. You got to wait a little bit. You want to sit here and do ballet or some shit until you're like 15, 16, we'll put you in hip hop. But until you ain't doing that. You ain't doing that since 9.
I can't believe it's even a debate, to be honest. I can't believe people are even I can't believe that this isn't something that everyone can just be like, okay, this is fucked up. This should just not be here.
Dude, that shows you like dude, that shit like blows my mind, man. But then I always think about it, bro, and then I always call this the Thanos point of view. The Thanos view. Like, I mean, dude, he was just another, he was all about balance. But again, he went about it the wrong fucking way. You know what I mean? Like,
it's kind of like what people say about Hitler.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Not that I'm saying that, but there are crazy people out there like he was really just trying to do a good thing.
Yeah, they were like, "What is it? What is it, man?" That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I think I was tripping one time, and I was talking to this dude, and I don't know what the fuck. It was just some random ass guy, bro. And he was saying some shit like that. He's like, "Bro, if you think about it, Hitler was really doing us a solid." And so that instantly, I'm instantly like, "Yo, what?" like, bro, and
that's not the good way to start your
that's
point.
What I'm saying. And he was like, and then he just looked at me. He said, "Well, if you think about it, bro, all the people that run all the big stuff are Jewish people, man." And I'm all like, "Bro, this is not going good. Like, why? That is not.
You're not helping yourself."
Yeah, and I'm tripping. So all the pathways are connected, and I'm just like, this logic is. Like, what? like right now I understand why the sky's blue, but that shit just doesn't make sense, bro.
Jesus Christ. That poor soul. Oh
man,
misguided.
I really hope it was a lot of meth, man. Like, cause if that's just who you really are, like, yo, fuck, maybe meth's just saving us from something. Balance again, the Thanos theory, bro. Balance.
Well, it kind of goes into like Buddha,
right? Shit.
Yin and yang and all that, good and evil.
I know, dude. I really been thinking about looking into that, dude. Like, I was gonna practice like the samurai code, bro. Like, really start like living about that. And then I was like, yo, this shit's discipline, bro. Like, those motherfuckers were built so different back then,
Damn.
Like,
what's the samurai code?
Dude, it's just like a bunch of like just like honor, bro, but like super big honor, like that's what I'm saying. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now.
I'll look that up, Molly.
Man,
I'm not familiar with this.
Samurai code.
Baby. I did not watch any of that kind of stuff growing up, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Bushido. That's the shit, man.
Loosely analogous to the European concept of chivalry, the way originates from the samurai moral values, much commonly stressed, some combination of sincerity, frugality, loyalty, martial arts mastery, and honor until death.
Yeah, I don't have that martial arts mastery thing down, but everything else I try to practice.
It's kind of like Wu-Tang shit.
Yeah, dude, it literally is, bro. Like, yeah. that's what they base their shit off of, bro. That's like, that's just so tight, dude. I've always been really big into Japanese culture. Like, dude, I was so big into anime when I was a kid, bro. And like I said, that was like, again, like where I'm talking about, like I'm ahead of my curve, bro. Like, I used to get made fun of for that shit, bro. I know a lot of people say that shit.
Yeah.
But like I really did. Like, I'd sit there, like me and my homies were the guys that were running with the Naruto hands behind our back, running through the field at work or at school and shit, And so it's like, and nowadays, that shit's so big and everyone's like, bro, do you know about this part that happened in Naruto? I was like, bitch, you like 10 years late. like, yeah, bro.
I'm fucking laying the anime. Yeah, I'll be the first to admit. But Molly over here is like a huge fucking anime fan. And we always talk about like, all the rappers that come in here, that is like the one commonality in everyone is they all love anime.
I know, dude. And it's like, and that's what hurts. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of people probably genuinely really do like it, and a lot of it comes with that status quo. Like back in my day when I was big into anime, like I didn't really have anybody around me that was like, yo, bro, that's lame, except for the people that told me that, and I imagine the people that told me that were probably the ones that were like secretly watching that shit, like at home. They were like, oh, this is the shit. And then they just didn't want anybody to know because they want their homies to make fun of them and shit like that, and like, they were probably all watching anime while being like trying to hide it from their homies, but they're all doing the same shit, bro. Because nowadays everybody's like everyone's an anime guru, and it's just like, so now everyone's like, bro, why don't you talk a lot about anime? And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just like I guess for me it's like one of those, like, I loved it, but I hated what came with when people like, you know, made fun of me and shit when I was a kid, dude. So I was like, a lot of it, I think it's like a not like a PTSD sort of thing. But
I see
like
what you're saying, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just like it reminds me of that feeling. Like, don't get me wrong, dude. I just finished the Avatar again for like the 8th time. So that shit. I'm actually giving the Legend of Korra a shot, and I'm impressed. I mean, but those aren't really like animes and shit like that.
yeah.
But
I really like Akira. That's the one because I'm like late to the game. I didn't grow up watching any of that, but
Yeah, I
that's the
didn't
one
watch-
that really blew me away.
yeah, I didn't watch that either, dude. I was
Damn.
dude. I was super big into like Inuyasha and yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Cause like, well, dude, like I used to video game super hard, and so I'd go to bed at like 3 a.m. and I just turn on Cartoon Network, bro, and fucking Inuyasha was always on. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna watch this, dude.
Okay, so
Like,
it was all through Cartoon Network was how people watch anime.
yeah,
Oh,
Toonami.
okay.
And then it was like, so, yeah, it was, and then it was like, for the longest time, it was like between like 2 to like 5 p.m. They just played random animes, dude. It was never like it was never like, it always made me mad because it was never like in a series. I felt like they never played it in the row. But I always liked it because I'd watch Inuyasha, then I'd wake up to go to school, and I'd watch Beyblade. Beyblade was my shit, dog. That was my shit. Fucking Beyblade, let it rip. They were just having like these big, bro. Like I can only imagine what that would look like in their reality, because it's just like you just pulled this thing and these little discs are just going at it, and if they beat your little discs, you just run away. Like there's just like that episode where he has like guard, like they get to like this compound, and he tells the guards to go, like, you know, to get like to take care of him and shit, and they just pull out their Beyblades, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're tripping. Like they just have a Beyblade battle. I'm like, this would be their reality. Like that's wild. Like, hey bro, fuck you. Hey, fuck you. Hey bro, we about to let it rip. Like, yeah. Like bro, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, there's a whole culture I am unfortunately not that familiar with. But
I know, dude. I ain't watched that shit in a minute.
I'm thinking we take a little break here, hydrate maybe,
I'm down.
and then we can be right back.
I'm
Take a
down,
little break.
bro.
So. All right.
I'm down. That's awesome.
Yeah, you don't want to be that person at the party, you know.
Right, dude. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we all have at one point in time, but as long as we come back from that, bro, that's all that matters.
Yeah, growing and developing. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of the problem with the internet. It's really hard to like see people grow and develop because it's like you
Yeah.
put your imprint. And like, that's
dude.
it.
Well, a lot of people just like, I don't know, man. They set a standard for themselves, and they have to be like as big as this Instagram fucking, you know, Instagram veteran who has fucking 300,000 followers, you know, and all she does is like post pictures in Lamborghinis and shit like that. You know, there's a lot of motherfuckers that do that. Bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Like, that's dope. You're making a living off of that shit. But like, man, people can't like, you can't compare yourself to somebody who is like so much further ahead.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Well,
you can't.
and it's like it's hard too because like in a you know, in a world and country where it seems like, you know, hard work pays off, you also see these people who seemingly don't really put any work into what they're doing, and they obviously they put some out of work. I mean, you have to at least put some out of work, but like far less than a lot of people who are trying and not making it.
Yeah, bro, dude. To be honest, man, like, I like back to the over and like I fucking step back and look at everything. When people say like, oh, he never really did anything to get there, bro, and like I've seen people that like, you know, it looks like they haven't worked hard, but you know, it's a lot of
they
it's
really
just
have.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and they really have, and you just don't know, you just don't see it all.
It's true.
And it's just, and you know, those people could be fucking in the studio all the fucking time, you know, or like, and a lot of people just see them out goofing off and doing stupid shit. It's like, people are out here living their life, man. Like, you gotta, like, a lot of people don't realize, like, the more you, like, the longer you take this shit super, like, serious, like, if you treat this shit so serious like it's your day job, it's going to become your day job and you're going to hate it.
That's true.
Like we go to work because it's fucking work. We have to do it. Like, it's just natural human. Like, nobody wakes up and they're like, hell yeah, let's go to fucking work today. You know, don't get me wrong. There's some people that really do love what they do. And there's a lot of people that are just really cool with just being, you know, part of society and not wanting to like branch out and stuff like that, you know. And like I respect that shit too. Like I tried to do that, you know, and like I felt like that was so hard. So the people that like, and for me, seeing people that did that, I feel like they did that effortlessly as well, you know. And like that's what I'm saying. It's just like just looking at all standpoints, and just at the end of the day, it's just like I always tell people, like, be aware of your surroundings and yourself. Like self-awareness is your key to success. Like if you know the bullshit that you do and you generally try to work on it every day, like you cannot not be successful. Like if you have like an entrepreneurial mindset, or like you know, you're doing this podcast, man, like this is something you like. You've been doing it for a long ass time now, so I assume it's something you
I actually
love.
have not. It's only been like 7 months actually.
Well, but you're still going at it, bro.
Yeah,
it's been
true.
7 months. That's what I'm saying. Some motherfuckers do 2 podcasts and they get like 1-2 people that listen to, and they're like, I ain't doing that shit no more, bro. Hey, you know, I mean, bro, like
people give up.
I mean, like, bro, like you do podcasts, I make music. We do two different things, but the process is still very similar.
Very, very
like,
true.
Yeah, like it's still very much the same. It's so much different, but it's so much the same. Like really looking at it, man.
Yeah, you're taking in a voice and like you're gathering into an entity, and like, well, because I guess, and this is kind of the question, like, what would you consider yourself, more of like a producer or a rapper, or like you kind of?
Man, honestly, I used to put myself in those like the categories, like, oh, I'm gonna be the top rap producer. Oh, I'm gonna be on the Billboard 100s for rapping, and be on the, you know, I'm gonna have my songwriter credits on Billboard 100 and shit like that. And it like it just doesn't. I don't know, man. I just feel like you gotta be really modest with the shit. What was the question, bro? My bad. I'm like, dude, I got on a rant. I got on a tangent.
Fuck, what was it even? Okay, so this is basically just about, or what was it? You do mostly like producing.
Oh
and
yeah,
rapping.
no, yeah, bro. So I don't want to put myself. Okay, there we go. I don't want to like put like I used to want to be like, you know, be all of that and shit, and now I just consider myself a musician, bro. Like I don't want to make just rap anymore. I don't want to do just, you know, trap beats and shit like that, bro. Like I just want to be a genuine musician. Like I want to make some, like, I don't know if you listen to like the lo-fi trap beat I dropped today because it was a rainy day, bro. Yeah, bro. After this, bro, I was like, you can fucking check it out, bro.
Oh yeah.
But it was actually the first YouTube video I dropped. But nah, man, I just want to make dope music with dope people, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, like the money's dope. Like I got mad respect and mad appreciation for everybody that comes to me and records, and like they make music with me, bro, and they keep making music with me, and like you know, and that shit makes me feel good, and I'm so glad that these people, you know, fuck with that, and these people are on the same mission, you know. And it's like back to it. I just want to make dope music with dope people, bro. Like,
fuck yeah.
Because you're making music that you love, you're having fun with it, and you're doing what you do. You're, like I say, you're gonna pop and you're gonna go somewhere. Like, and then you are gonna be the person that people look at. They're like, man, he did that so effortlessly.
Like,
I see what
you're saying.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And that's when you're gonna become the other side. You know, you're gonna be on the other side of the
Yeah,
field.
the other side of success. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of, not to get into me, but like, my father, he's a judge. And,
Okay.
He's like, he's not like, you know, in the news or anything, but at least in Iowa, he's definitely risen in the ranks of like that field.
Hell yeah.
So like, I definitely kind of
Respect.
understand like there. I don't know. This might be getting like social or political or whatever, but like when people kind of, you know, bark at the 1%, you know, I understand that side, but at the same time, you have to, you know, most of the people that are in that category worked really, really hard to get there.
Yeah.
You know, my father
Yep.
came from a very low income family, like very poor, and he is achieving the financial success that he has.
Amen, bro. And that's what my homie Luke the Don, bro, showed me. One, like, he really gave me that perspective, and he's the one that was all like, hey man, you got to realize, like, you want to tax these people more, but these people earn that shit. Like, they still, like, there's a reason they have that much money, and shit like that. And, and then you realize not all of them, like after meeting all the people that I've met, I'm beginning to tell who really, like, came from money and then who came from poverty and built their wealth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I meet a shitload of good people that come from wealth, but it's just like their social interactions
It's
with
different.
exactly.
It's a different culture.
Yeah, that's exactly, dude. It's like a whole different culture within one culture. That's what I'm saying. Like, hanging out with my rich friends at their big ass houses with their fucking business executive dads and shit. You're like, you just carry yourself different.
Different.
Like, and
It's really bizarre.
it's super different.
Yeah, it's crazy shit. So you got this thing that I thought was really fucking cool. I wrote down Kale Shabal.
Oh, the Chaotica ball.
Chaotica ball. That's what I can't pronounce.
Bro, I'm so
I had never-
fucking happy I bought
I had never
that
heard
thing.
of that until you got it, and I looked into because I don't know if you saw it, but I have like the little
Yep, the reflection
reflection
filter,
thing.
yeah.
But like, damn, that changed. How is that? Like, I wanted to hear it firsthand.
It's like, I've recorded in like an actual vocal booth before, and most of my recordings have not been in an actual vocal booth. A lot of my recordings have never been in a treated environment, like a correctly treated environment. And so I was doing the pop filter with the reflection filter thing, and I made sure like my mic placement was decent and like away from, like, I just made sure, I did all the specs that I could do, that I could afford. And I started seeing the shit for the eyeball, and I was all like, bet. I've seen it for like the past 2 years. And then they started doing videos of people with it, and like bros in the Tesla, they're driving in the Tesla, and he's just rapping into this thing.
What?
And I was like, all right.
Holy shit.
And they have this one dude, bro. He's
One sec. Well, you want to pull that up? What? Kaotica ball.
that shit, bro. They're wild.
Just so people that are watching can see it. But sorry. But yeah, that's fucking insane. They were driving in a Tesla and
They were driving a Tesla, and they were just recording this song, bro. And then they had another one where a guy covered The Weeknd, and he's like on this like mountainside in LA, just outside recording with it. And I'm like, dude, that's wild. And like, don't get me wrong, dude, it's still not the exact same as a well-treated room, but it definitely gets the fucking job
Holy
done,
shit.
bro. Like, yep. That's the shit. That was the first real thing I seen when I was all like, I'm getting this.
Holy shit.
I'm getting
I had not. And he's like not even that close either.
That's what I'm saying. We also got to put it into effect. There's no engine sound.
Yeah, that makes sense. Holy shit. I did not know that. Holy fuck.
Yeah, bro. Dude, they make podcasting ones too, bro. Don't get me wrong, bro. They're a fucking pretty penny.
Yeah, that's what I noticed when I was looking at this.
Pretty penny.
And that's always the bitch about the whole thing. Like, if I had fucking 2K lying around, I'd be set.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, dog, if I just got like a major placement. And I got a major placement for like $3,000, dude. Like, I mean, that's not a lot for a major placement, but fuck, bro.
You can do a lot with that.
Dude, I would still put that shit to work.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like that shit.
But that's the fundamental problem. It's like nobody, like, it's set at a price point that's intentionally like for certain people.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it's always been. But like, it's sad seeing how the market's. I guess it is getting a little cheaper for the market, relatively speaking. But like how the market's going towards more people like you and me who are individuals,
Yeah.
But it's still at that price point.
Well, that's because independent artistry has become so big, bro. That's why you see a lot of stuff becoming like consumer. That's why you see a lot of people coming like making consumer microphones and like having a vat like Blue. Like Blue was known for making some of like the dopest microphones, and then they started making their budget lines, and like their budget lines are decent, bro. Like I use a Blue right now. Like it gets the job done. You know, it's not no U87 or nothing like that from Neumann, but it gets the job done, dude.
Damn. This is a MXL.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if that's what that was.
Yeah.
Is that the 990?
990, the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I recorded my song off SoundCloud. Damn, that was a long ass time ago. Morphine Lollipops, bro. I recorded on one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. It's a good mic. You know, I guess I'm not like an audio wizard in terms of like, you know, maybe you or other people are, but like, the I don't know what I guess I don't know what the difference is between this and that, but it's a great mic, especially for the price point. I think it was under 100. I spent on this.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I got mine, dude. I had this little Yamaha keyboard. Oh, nice.
No fire started.
Right? Hey, that's a win. But nah, yeah, I traded mine for this little Yamaha keyboard, dude. I just went to this guy's, like, it was this random ass building on the south side, bro. I was like, this shit's abandoned, bro. And like, I'm about to get robbed. I don't know what the fuck's about to happen, but they about to take me for my fucking keyboard, bro. And this dude pulls up, he gets out, and I'm like, oh, what's up? You know, I shake my hands with him, like, oh, what's up? I'm Gabe. Da, 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 da. And he opens this garage door, bro, and it's just stock full of music shit, bro. I was like, anything you can think of, bro. He had guitars, he had bass guitars, he had mic stands, microphone, like everything out the fucking yin yang, bro. And I was like, holy shit. And so I bought a microphone. I traded the microphone, and I bought some other shit too.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. He was like, I had a music store and it shut down, and I was all like, well, just trying to get rid of some of this shit. What's up?
Damn.
Dude, no, because I remember he offered me something analog at the time, bro, for a super good steal. It was a preamp, and I didn't know what it was at the time, bro, and I was like, oh no, it's okay. I don't want to spend my money on that right now. And I was like, dude, I should have got it. I can't remember what it was, dude, but I think it was like I don't even know what the fuck it was, bro.
See, you not to sidetrack, but kind of getting technical. You were smart and you didn't do what I did, invest in the Blue Icicles. I really regret that. I really wish I had an audio interface. Yeah,
bro.
They're a bitch with the cable. Like, they're working fine now, and they worked fine the last episode. But we had a couple episodes where the cables were all fucked up. People were complaining about the audio quality, and it was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Right? Yeah, dude.
So,
that's why. Yeah, dude. Definitely interface all the way.
Fuck yeah. I need to hit you up for yours. You just got a new one, didn't you?
Yeah, dude. I just got that new SSL 2 Plus. That thing's so dope, dude. I love it because it's got a big knob for the monitors, and it goes up to 11. I was like, you slick bastards. Like, all right.
Don't you love that when they put those little things in?
Yeah, dude. Dude, it's nice, bro, because I can cancel out like mixes and like in different headphones and shit. Like I did it one time, bro. It was like I was recording somebody and they just heard their raw vocals, but I was hearing like the processing and shit. That shit was tight. I've never been able to do that shit again, bro. I gotta YouTube how to do that shit again, but that shit was dope. I should have saved it, but.
So you're your father, with you got family and kids.
Oh yeah.
I think that's really cool. It's something I want to aspire to. What's that like? I know it's kind of a generic question, but like,
dude, it's different, you know. I mean, it's just become like a way of life. I've been a dad for 9 years now, bro.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah. So it's like having multiple kids, man. It's like, I don't know. Me and my I have two with another one, and then I have one with my wife. And my kids' mom, me and her, we just have a really bad past.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of, you know, holdbacks and stupid shit going on. We were just both being stupid, and so I never really got like into my kids' lives until my oldest daughter was like 5, and then but ever since then, bro, it's been awesome. So we're all working together, man, and we're all communicating.
That's
so.
good.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
good to
it
hear.
works out, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like anybody who's going out there with some like you got some baby mama problems or some shit like that, bro. Like, yo, just even if she is going to just like bash you and try to be like the hardest she can on you, like you take that shit and you just throw it the fuck to the side because it's not about her. It's about you seeing your kid and like fuck all that other shit, you know, like work with her. Even if she tells you you're stupid and stupid shit like that, bro, just work with her, bro. Just work with her. Because eventually, bro, it's just like human nature. If you're coming at somebody like super reckless all the time and they're coming at you super reckless like back, like you know, you just constantly feed back into that back and forth. But when you have one of the opposing sides like stop and try to like transform that, it like you slowly lose interest in it and you're like you just kind of revert. That may also come with just like experience and age and shit, but I become very woosai, I guess you could say. But I still get angry as fuck sometimes, bro. Bro, that's why I can't be playing online video games, bro, because like my homies be all like, bro, Gabe's the chillest person ever, and they'll be listening to me play Call of Duty. I'm like, you motherfucker. like shit. Like, I wish your mom was here. I'd smack the shit out of her right now. Like, straight talking shit to people, bro. And they're all like, hey, yo, bro, can't be playing these video games right now. And I'll be like, yeah, bro. So I don't be playing anything online, bro. I was playing Call of Duty for a minute, and I just felt like this poison in me. And I was like, okay, I got to quit that.
I feel that, though. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, that's like just kind of like a generational thing. If you don't get like "fuck you," like I totally remember like calling each other like fucking cunt and the N-word online, just like, you know, just going at it, like, you know. And it wasn't like offense over it. It was just fucking. It was the culture. It was the culture of Modern Warfare. You're fucking like going for all that. And you're like, you fucking cunt.
The 360 servers, bro, were the harshest things ever. Like, I think that's where a lot of us get like our like, I don't know, just like our fuck you-ness from, bro.
Yeah, for
like, yeah. We'll tell this guy in Georgia to eat shit.
Probably definitely like a root for like all the crazy shit we're in right now with like everybody at each other's throats, like, you know, yelling at people across the world over
I
Xbox.
mean, yeah, dude, it
that's
probably,
something to do with it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, yeah, it probably wasn't good, but we've done it. Like, it's not good.
But at least it was consolidated to the Call of Duty game and not like, well,
Yeah,
I guess I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, dude, I was about to say, I was like, I can't think of any other like very big multiplayer game besides like Red Dead Redemption. Like, I remember playing Red Dead Redemption 2 online, bro, and oh my lord, that shit pissed me off so
I
bad.
did not. I don't have the system for that, so I never got into it. But
Yeah,
I've heard
bro.
it's the soul sucker of all soul suckers.
Yeah, bro, because it was like GTA Online before there was GTA Online. You're just a fucking random ass cowboy with a bunch of random ass other cowboys either helping each other out or you're just fucking randomly killing each other, bro. Because they gave you like an absurd amount of XP for killing like another player and
Oh,
shit.
really?
Yeah, bro.
Oh. So I guess I was gonna ask, like, is it any more balanced than GTA Online, or is it still the same garbage? Where it's just like
Still the same garbage, bro.
I can't even play online anymore. It's so
bro.
frustrating.
Bro, I can't. Dude, especially, bro, because I've never, like, played it. I've never had enough time to play it to where I'm, like, level fucking 812.
Exactly.
I'm sitting here running around. I'm, like, 25. I got my little Uzi, and here comes homeboy on the fucking hover bike. He said, hey, what's up, bro? Boop. Like,
Yeah.
and I can't even leave the hospital because he's just hovering over that bitch the whole time.
The age of multiplayer is dead, man.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. I did play it one time, though, and, like, now they have, like, this weekly spin shit. Like, you go into, like, this casino they put for the online. You can, like, spin it. And, like, it'll have a prize, bro. And I won, like, the exotic car that time. I was like, bet. I drove that shit out of the casino, bro. Somebody blew me up. I was mad as hell. I was, like, mad as fuck.
That's funny.
I know, bro. I was playing with my homie. I didn't realize at the time, like, you could call, like, your insurance company, and they would, like, your car would come
Oh,
back.
really?
Yeah, and I keep
Oh
stealing
my
cars,
God.
and my homie's like, bro, why you keep stealing cars? I was like, bro, someone
Jesus
blew my
Christ.
car up. He's like, dog, just just call the insurance. I was like, bro, you fucking kidding me?
That is the level in Sandy when there's fucking insurance in a video game.
Dude, you invest in
Like,
it.
holy
Dude,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you learn the stock market off that shit.
Yeah, I remember actually I played GTA. I played mostly offline. But I remember like studying the shit. Like there was like times in the game that you could like blow certain shit up and it would make your stocks go up.
Yeah,
I remember trying to
dude.
crack that. I could never do it.
Yeah, dude, it was like a lot of it was like the Franklin assassin missions. Like you wait to do
Yeah.
It was like, because it was like you'd find the dude, you'd assassinate him, the stock would crash, and then you'd buy all the stock you could, and then you'd like make him sleep for 4 or 5 days, and then it'd be like high as fuck, and then you sell high, you sell high as fuck, like
Damn.
But
Yeah.
dude, it's really like on GTA, bro. It's like you just like watch the patterns of the fucking shit. But I mean, it's hard because they don't really have like a back history of the patterns. So it's like you can't just like.
You know, this has kind of been like one of the criticisms of Rockstar Gaming is like a lot of it is very formulaic in terms of like it's just like you do this, you go to this destination, you kill this person, you do this thing, and it's like almost every time it's like that same formula.
Every Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't know.
I also feel like they can do that because like they brought that, you know.
That's
like,
true. They are the
like,
OGs in that.
Yeah, they're like one of the creators and the innovators of that. So it's like shit. But I mean, shit, man. Look at them, bro. Like they have been beating GTA 5 like a dead horse. Dude, that shit came out when I was in high school, bro. I'm 25,
almost,
bro.
probably.
Oh,
You want to look that up when GTA 5 came out? I want to say it was 2011. That was almost 10 years ago, wasn't
Dude,
it?
Yeah, bro. It was a long ass time.
I was watching
ago.
a video today on a streamer just freaking okay, 2013. So
Dude, that's
still a
7
long time
years
ago. Holy shit, 7 years.
Just recently, 7 years ago.
You know, I think it still holds the world record for the highest earning piece of entertainment in history. It's like it's made like $1 billion.
Yeah, bro. Now they're all like, "Hey, man, you pay us $100, we'll give you like 40 million in our money."
Look that up. How much GTA 5 has made?
That shit. Dude, they're add-on packs and shit like that, bro. Like people still really play that shit, bro.
Oh yeah,
Hard.
no, like that is that's the game that's never gonna die. What? Holy shit! That could get us out of debt. Well, not even probably, but like it could help. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
But what is it
Holy
they say
fuck.
though? Like $1 trillion is like less than $1 per American or something like that.
Oh yeah, for real.
What
Yeah,
is it like these billions of dollars? Like if you actually split that, like if you gave that to every person in America, it would be like less than $1. It would be like it wouldn't even be worth it.
Oh, for
Like
real.
that's how crazy money has gotten.
That's insane, dude. It was like that. Bro, you ever watch what is it, Storage Wars, bro? Bro, oh my
A little bit. I'm familiar with it.
man, I used to get so chonged to watch that show, bro. That should be an anxiety ride from hell. Because they'd be all like, because I just be watching it and they just open up this shit. It's just a bunch of random ass shit, bro. And they're all like, yeah, fuck Bob and his kid. I'm getting this storage unit. And then they be in there like fucking going at it. They'd be like $80, and they'd be like $100, and I'm like, yo, like it's like a fucking, it's like ruthless. I'm like, yo, it's storage units, like, and the show's also in Canada too. And I'm all like, bro, but I feel like for the nades, bro, that's all they really got to worry about. I just see Canada as this beautiful landscape of just peace. It's probably not, but.
Fucking Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
my shit.
That's what I'm saying. And like, have you watched like Letterkenny and shit, bro? Like,
You know, I have watched that a little bit.
The show's so
Those
fucking
shows,
dope.
it's really weird, like living in the Midwest, because like Letterkenny takes place in Canada too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like just like how those shows, even though they're Canadian, they emulate the Midwest so well. Like, I remember going to college in USD, and like the trailer park was like a block away from the fucking college. And like, I would buy weed from a guy who had like holes in his floor. You know, like that, like literally that like type of trailer park boy shit you see around here like more frequently than.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, because if you think about it, bro, the Canadians really don't live much different than us. Like, you mean I don't mean to speak on like I have no idea what the fuck goes on in Canada.
We gotta get Canadian on here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just be like, hey, you remember that 7 guy you had on here? Yeah, fuck him. He's so wrong. Like, man, that shit. Nah, dude. Yeah, I think like I just imagine like a majestic ass moose. Like, as soon as I cross the border into Canada, I'm gonna be greeted by this Mountie riding a moose. He's gonna be the kindest motherfucker ever.
He has a little hat and some information.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like,
saying.
Oh, welcome.
No, my ass gonna cross the border. He would come up to me rifle loaded, like, "Hey, dog, like, you best get the fuck out here."
Did you ever hear? What was the movie? It was like these kids that they had this whole scam where they were backpacking weed from Canada to the U.S. like through the woods and shit.
What?
Fucking A, I cannot remember what it's called. Do you know what I'm talking about, Molly?
No, it's a movie though.
Yeah, it's a movie. Look up like kids smuggling weed movie.
Kids smuggling.
I don't
weed.
know, man. I don't remember what the fuck it's called.
I love
Like
that.
Cannabis is in the title, I think. Cannabis.
Oh,
Yes. Have you heard of this guy?
Yeah, bro.
This is a true story.
This was on Netflix, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember watching this. I remember being stoned as fuck watching this.
As one should be.
Yeah, I remember this.
That's just crazy. Like this fat ass kids with like 2 hot chicks in his bed. Like people are coming to his party. Takes out a Glock and he just.
Yeah, bro. Like what?
But yeah, that's fucking true, man.
I totally
he
forgot
like
about
backpacked
this.
fucking weed, and like the thing in the movie, there's a part where he takes to like smuggle the weed to like show the people back in America like how good it is. He takes a condom and he puts the weed in a condom and he ties it up and like swallows it. Which like that's like not people do that, but it's like it's not a good fucking thing to do. Like that's not safe.
An idea. Like that is not good at all. I feel bad because those are motherfuckers be like, I'm a fucking genius, and I'm like, all right, bro.
But the thing about this guy is he never snitched. He never snitched on the people that put him up to all that. Like he never gave him his name. He did the 10 years or whatever, and yeah.
Bro, that's just wild. Bro, you remember that one movie where it was like a bunch of kids or some shit and their family just like it was just like a suburban ass family. And, like, their parents were just, like, big weed growers, bro. It was the dumbest fucking movie, bro. But it was so good. And it was just so random, bro. Because they were just, like this. The dad wore suits and shit. And they just casually sold weed, bro. I can't remember what this movie is. But that's just wild, bro.
It's crazy how, like, true that fucking shit is, though.
It is, bro. Like, some of the shit people have
Growing
done.
up?
Is that the...
I don't know. Or like the show Weeds. That's kind of similar. How it's all like suburban life, but they all.
I
like,
know.
sell
I
weed and buy weed
remember.
and shit.
I know. What was it? I think it was like her son. She found her son's weed or some shit, and she went to the cellar or some shit. And was like, "I sold you this weed. You sold this weed to my kid or some shit." like, I can't remember if that was an episode, bro. But I was like, I want to say it was or something like that. Oh fuck!
What was it? I think it was like Dave Chappelle. He does this bit where he finds weed in his kid's drawer, and he's like, "I was so sad. So I took some of my joint papers. I took some of his weed. I rolled up in a joint and smoked in his bedroom." Like that would totally be me as a parent. I'd just be like, "All right, well," they like come home and just like, "Well, you do this. There's no more secrets, so all right."
Right.
We're just gonna do this out in the open from now on.
Everything. He said, "This is our way of life now. This is how we do it."
You want to be smoking pot? You gotta be part of the lifestyle. Speaking of weed, what have been some of your weed experiences? When did you start smoking pot?
Oh man, I started smoking pot at like 13, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. That shit. Dude, yeah, nah, dog. The first time I ever like the first time I ever smoked weed, bro. I was with my boy Troy, and it was 8th grade, and he's like, hey, bro, and he showed me, he like pulled up his sleeve, and he was like, I got blunt, bro, and I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that is, like, and then I was like, I was trying to be cool, I was like, yeah, bro, bet, I got you, and we go into this alleyway. We were going to fucking Hyatt, dude. Like, I don't know if you know where that is on the east side, bro.
East side, okay.
Yeah, and we were smoking weed in this alleyway, bro. And I'm just like hitting this, bro. And I'm just like, I don't know if I'm doing it right. I just like take it and I feel it and I just cough really hard, bro. And I tell you what, bro, going to school after that was the hardest thing to do. First time I ever smoked weed, bro. The first time I've ever gotten high. I am blitzed this shit, and I'm now going to school. like, I'm an 8th grader, bro. Like, I'll never forget that shit, dude. Because my first class was reading, and I was all like, all right, bet. This is going to be all right. I can get away in here, bro. And then I had art class after that.
Well, that's perfect.
Bro.
You fucking unleashed that.
Dude, it was a good-ass day, bro. I was so nervous at first, bro. And then like my art teacher was a big punk rocker, bro, and he'd always play like the Foo Fighters and the Strokes, the Killers, bro, and he had this big the pull down projector screens, bro, and he projected the music videos onto the screens and shit while we were doing art and shit, bro, and I think that really got me into like a lot of music too, because that's the shit I grew up listening to with my uncle, bro. It was like that independent, a lot of that UK shit, and it's like, I don't know, man. It was a good time. Fuck. Yeah, dude. And then, oh, man. Dude, there's just so many, bro. Like, the one time it was my homie's birthday party, and we all partied at my homie's garage. He had his garage turned into, like, a dance studio. And it was in high school, bro. And he just like, one night, like, we had a big group of friends and shit at the time. And we were just kicking it there, like, we were just chilling, we were smoking and shit. And then one night we were like, hey, y'all want to throw like a friend party? We're like, hell yeah. So we all threw like a friend party and shit. His mom was cool with it because she knew who all of us were and shit. And we did that shit for like a whole summer, bro. And then it was going into junior year, and it was school just started, and it was one of my homie's birthdays. And he just got back. He just got out of like juvie or some shit, I want to say. And so he asked my homie like, "Hey, bro, can I throw my birthday party at your garage?" We're like, "Yeah, bro, bet." Dude, I have never seen so many motherfuckers in one garage at one fucking time, bro. Like, I was like, bro, like, I should say he's my homie now, but at the time I didn't really know him, bro. And so like, I'm just like, oh, okay. Everyone else did. Like, I was kind of like the new kid still. So like, I was just like, all right, chill, and then like, I don't know, dude, because it all happened within like, I remember it was like third period. They were like, hey, we're gonna throw a party for my homie. Like, all right, bet, cool. And then I don't know how the word spread like that. It was like fucking wildfire, dude, because we had people like in the garage, we had people just like all in the fucking like driveway, dude. It looked like there was a fucking concert going on, and it was bad, dude. It was bad.
Did you guys get busted?
I never got busted. Like, yeah, no, cause me, like all of us that are usually there, like, we know, like, when his mom's pissed, like, she gonna call the cops on us. Yeah, so like, she'd come out like I always gave it like 3 times. She came out 3 times. After the 3rd time she ccame out, I left, cause I knew that shit was gonna get fucking popped. I knew, like, as soon as that shit, like, yeah, dude, like, this one time we were there, bro. It was I think it was it was my birthday party. I just turned 18, bro. And we're sitting here in my homie's garage, and
sorry, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, same age.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but dude, it's my 18th birthday, bro. We're in my homie's garage partying, where we always partying. And this was before the last party I just talked about. But we're sitting there smoking. Oh no, it's after, because that was senior year. Anyways, we were sitting there smoking, dude, and everyone's partying. It's my birthday. We're all having a good time. We're all drunk and shit. And my cousin comes in and he talks to my homie and he's all like my homie Stroud, and he says, "Hey, yo, Stroud, your car's on fire, bro." He's so calm, like, just, "Yeah, bro, your car's on fire." And we're all like, "Bro, you fucking around with us, bro. Like, we're in here just gone, bro." And we're all like, "Man, what the fuck?" We go out there, bro. This man's car is on fire. His car, dude, it's just lit like a Christmas tree, bro. I'll never forget that shit because I was so motherfucking surprised. I was like, he's good. I thought he was fucking with us, like, oh, he's just trying to get us out here just to draw everybody out here just to be a dick. But no, I got out there, bro, and I seen his shit engulfed in flames. I was like, bro, dude, we had bottle rockets in the glove compartment, bro, and they were just going off, dude. It was great. I don't know what happened. Some liquid flew out, and it was parked on a hill, and some liquid came out of the car, and it ran down the street, and like something like an ember hit it, and it lit it, dude. And it was like a fucking
cigarette or something,
dude. It was like a 20-foot long like line of fire that was like
Jesus
3 inches
Christ.
wide.
That's like something out of a movie.
Bro, it was crazy, bro. Well, cause like my homie's car just got like someone blew up his car, like his like I don't know what it was, someone beefed with him or something, and then they were all like, "Yeah, man, we gotta figure out who this is." And then he got the same car as my other homie, and they lived on the same street. And yeah, so it was like 2 of the same car on the same street, and their houses were like 3 houses apart. So and like. We're like, everyone's all like, "Yo, someone set this shit on fire," because that bitch was like up. Like it was, I do like, again, dude, like if you go on my social medias, bro, I will fucking like, it's there. It's actually one of my G7 covers where it's like the G7 in the drip and the car on fire. Like I took that picture.
Oh damn.
Yeah, like I didn't pull that shit off of Google or nothing, dude. Like yeah, we took that picture.
Shit, I mean, when you're there for the moment, take the fucking picture.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I've like, dude, I've always been one of those people that like the weirdest shit happens to me.
Sounds like
my mom told me that, bro. Like, dude, like, bro, I stole a fucking car, and this dude comes with his homie, and his homie's like barred the fuck out. His homie's like, no, he wasn't even conscious. They dragged him out of the car, and like, this is all in front of my mom's house, bro. And this dude's just like laying in the street, just barred the fuck out, bro. And my cousin's out there trying to like get him in the car. He's just trying to help me out. And my mom's like, "What the fuck's going on out there?" You know, like she's like, "That's why I don't let you sell cars in my house." And I'm like, "Fuck, it's about to be bad." And dude, all of a sudden a bunch of cop cars like swarm in, and we're all like,
no.
"Oh, yeah." And dude, it sucked, dude, because like we were sitting in my mom's backyard smoking and shit, and we're just watching these 2 dudes like trying to get his homie, just like his fucked up homie, just out of the car. And we're just sitting there, bro, just smoking, hitting this blunt, bro. And all these cop cars pull up, and we were just like, like, bro, like, nope. I went inside. My cousin lived right around the corner. He was like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna go home." I'm like, "Man, that's a good idea, bro." Holy shit, like, man. Fuck, man. There's a dude. I have a big thing about mooning people. That was my thing in high school, bro. Dude, I don't know why, bro. Dude, I just like, I was one of those people in high school, bro. Like I like to get drunk and take my clothes off and just do stupid shit, bro. Like there's this one time my homie's power went off. And dude, I was drunk as fuck, dude. We drank this bottle of Bacardi before the party even started, and I was fucking drunk, dude. And like, I don't really have much memory. Like, I have faint memories. This is all off of what my homies have told me I've done. You know, I play guitar, right? And I got butt ass naked, grabbed the guitar, and just started playing. And when the lights came back on, bro, I was just butt ass naked, sitting on the stairs, bro, playing guitar. Like, bro, like,
damn.
Bro,
I'm glad that doesn't happen to me when
dude, like, I tell people, they'll be like, "Bro, you have like no shame." I was like, "I know I have no shame, bro. Like the shit that like, yo, I've done some shit I'm not really proud of, but like, fuck, I did it." Like, dude, like we were partying this one time. I get in my homie's garage, bro. Like, so many stories there. And we get a bunch of people outside. We're like, hey, y'all, come see this. Come see this. Everyone's like, oh, yeah. I stand up on top of the garage. And I pull my pants down. And my homie's like, hey, look, everybody, a full moon. It's just... Dude. Oh, man.
Damn.
Oh, shit, dude.
What about
Those
psychedelics?
days.
You ever fuck with that?
Oh, man. Acid used to be my favorite.
Hell
bro.
yeah.
It
Well,
really
I'm
was.
taking a break myself personally, but
I haven't done it in a long ass time, dude. It's been a while.
is that just like having kids or not wanting to? What-
Yeah, man. Pretty much just because like I've really like cut back on everything. You
that makes
know,
sense.
just and like really like you know, because like I said before, like when I got all caught up in the like in the lifestyle and the fast life and the shit like that, like I feel like it like tainted my soul. So like I already and I've already gone through that once before, so I was like I recognized it again, and so I kind of like stepped back and just like been chilling out, and I've been watching my drinking and shit like that, and watching my diet and just trying to be like you said, just being self-conscious and shit, just trying to be one with who you are,
Yeah.
because shit'll get messy quick.
No, I get that. What have been some you were prior of acid? Like what have been some of your acid experiences?
Oh man, dog! This one time, me and my dudes popped some acid at my homie's crib that lived up the street, right? And like this is like he's like I think of him like my brother. Like his mom was my second mom and shit like that. And she comes in, I'm starting to peek, and she comes in and she's like, "Which one of you boys wants to clean the gutter out? It's a 2-story house, bro." And I'm all like, "Fuck it, I'll do it." And she was like, "All right, come on." And I was all like, "Oh, I was just joking." And she's like, "No, come on, like, get your ass out here and do it." And I was all like, "All right, bro." So, dude, I'm like 30 feet in the air, tripping balls, like cleaning the gutter out with this hose, dude. And it's just like I remember grabbing the leaves, bro. And it just like, I felt like there was just like worms crawling in my hand. I was like, this is the weirdest feeling ever, but I like it. Like, yeah, dude. And dude, it was bad because my homies come outside because they were all like, I think they realized that like, oh shit, Gabe's actually outside. Like this isn't good because she didn't know he did acid at the time. Like, I mean, I don't know if I don't think she still does. Sorry, Mama Brenda. But nah, dude, like my homies come outside and they just start dying. You get the giggles and shit, bro. Like they just started dying because I'm just on this ladder, bro, with a gardening hose, just cleaning out this fucking gutter. Just fucking tripping balls, dude. Tripping balls.
I could see like having fun with that though, like kind of getting into it. I think you could get into anything. When
Dude,
you're
my
tripping.
problem is, dude, when I trip, I have like no fear, bro. Like my like,
Oh, really?
I am so brave when I like do LSD, bro. Like I am not afraid of shit, dude. Like, and that's a problem. That's a big problem.
I feel like for me, it's always been balanced on LSD. Like I'm confident in some areas, but at the same time, like I also have an awareness of like, this isn't like I don't know. I also don't like to trip to the point where I'm not aware that I'm tripping. I like to at least be aware enough where it's like, okay, I'm tripping, I'm on a drug, I'm getting these effects, but like I'm not like
when to be goofy and when to like just try to be as normal as you possibly fucking can sort of situation.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah,
and I don't know,
dude.
not to be, whatever, but like speaking as someone who's been in county, like one of my biggest all-time fears is going to jail.
Yeah,
I'm not even
dude.
gonna fucking lie. Like,
Yeah, dude, I don't
especially
blame
my
you.
father being like ahead of the system and like getting that like from him, like I have so much fucking anxiety about going to jail.
Right,
so like
like,
my whole thing
fuck
is like
that.
I don't want to be fucking in public like tripping balls and then like be done with the trip and like be in a jail cell.
Yeah, bro, dude, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I always had
like,
that fear.
Fuck that. I know. There was this one time though I was freaked out. I took like 2 tabs and me and my homie went to McDonald's. He didn't take anything. He was just smoking because he didn't want to.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, bro, that's chill, So I take mine, and we noticed there's this lady like, she's kind of like. I don't want to say, yeah, she's pretty much tweaking out, bro.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, let me say, how do I say this nicely? But I'm like, nah, she was just literally just tweaking, bro. And I'm just sitting there, and my homie's like, hey, bro, look at her. And I'm all like, bro, I'm trying so hard not to. And he's like, bro, do it. Just look at her. He's just like, and then, dude, all of a sudden, again, a bunch of cops come into the fucking McDonald's.
Oh my god!
Yeah, bro. And they like surround this lady, and I'm just like, bro, where am I? Bro.
Oh my god!
Bro, it was bad. I was just standing there, bro. I'm trying to be as cool as I can, bro. And my homie just looks at me and he smiles, and I'm like, don't fucking
That's
do
like
it,
a
bro.
fucking movie.
Dude,
Oh
I was
my
like, don't fucking do it, bro. And he looked at me, he said, hey, bro, guess what? I was like, what? And he just said 24, and I just fucking died, bro. Like, I couldn't hold it in. Like, it was just...
And he was probably just having the time of his life because he was like the most sober person there and the only one realizing what was actually going on. So he's just like fucking, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious,
dude. Man,
that's what, like, I have never been like tripping and around like law enforcement, and like that just sounds horrible.
Yeah,
I don't think I'd
dude.
be able to handle it.
Dude, it's definitely like anxiety ridden. Like, you're just like, all right, I'm tripping balls and I have really high anxiety. This isn't good.
I would be like, all right, I'm gonna find a really good excuse and a way to get the fuck out of here as soon as possible.
Dude. Bro, dude, I used to have a big problem. Like, I would dose and then I wouldn't tell my homies and I'd just go party because I always felt
really?
I always felt like that was super fucking fun because they never fucked with me, bro. Like, if you tell somebody you're on LSD and they're getting drunk, they fuck with you the whole time.
True,
bro.
that's true.
So I never, like, I would do it and I wouldn't tell anybody because I know none of, like, I had like a certain group of homies I did it with, and then I'd hang out with my other homies that didn't really like do it like I did. I wasn't taking it like every day, but I was like every 3 weeks for like a year, sort of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it was frequent back then, dude.
That's the crazy thing about acid. Though, is like you can. Jesus, what the fuck?
What the hell is that?
Time for something, apparently. Jesus. But no, like I remember, or like, you know, like when you're on acid, like I feel like it's a lot easier than like other substances, like be around people that are sober and like get away with it.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, after like the third, fourth time I tripped, like I really like, okay, I have control, and like I'm like, okay, cool, like, oh, okay, maybe I'm. Like, I was never dumb. It was all like, hey, bro, I'm about to pop like 8 tabs. Like, fuck that, dude. The most I popped was 3, and I was like, I'm good after that. Because that shit, dude.
Too.
There's sometimes, though, I got to tell my homies, like, yeah, bro, I'm tripping. Like again, like, when we went to, like, I took 2 tabs, and I went to my homie's crib, and we were just kicking it. I didn't tell anybody. We were just sitting there, like, smoking and playing GTA and shit. And our other homie called. He's like, hey, bro, I'm throwing a bonfire. He lives right up the street. And so we go up to his house. He's throwing this bonfire. Like, his parents aren't home, and he just has a shitload of people over. And, you know, everybody knows us because it's everybody in the neighborhood. And so we go up there, and everyone, like, my homie walks up to me drunk as fuck, and he's all like, what's up, bro? And like, just, you know, just being drunk. And I'm looking at him, bro, and like, he has, you know, half of his, like, we're turned like this way and the fire's right here, bro. So like, all I see is like a lit up side of his face and then a dark side of his face. And he just kept trying to talk to me, and I just remember like grabbing his face, and I was like, bro, I'm tripping balls. I cannot focus on what you're saying right now. Like, cause dude, it was like, bro, like his, like the fucking, like, the light on his face was like changing with the dark sides, and it was like he had like a kaleidoscope face. That was the only night I ever had like a bad trip, because we went down to my homie's room, and they were doing something, and I was like, hey, bro, I gotta go back up. I'm going back outside. Like, I go back outside, bro, and fuck, and then the cops show up
Again.
Bro, dude, I've like, bro,
They're just a magnet to you, apparently.
Dude, so and I'm just running, bro, and I'm just like, I'm tripping balls. I'm running, dog. I'm looking at the trees. I'm seeing faces in the trees and shit, and they look angry as fuck. And I'm like, I live like 3 blocks away, dude. I don't think I've ever like ran that fast home. I just remember like, fuck. Like, the last thing I'm trying to do, bro, is get arrested while I'm on acid.
That's horrible.
Dude, I gotta like when I got put on probation, dude, I was super stoned, and the cops were like, "How much weed do you smoke?" I was all like, "So you want the lie or the truth?" He's like, "I don't need to know."
5/5. That's why I plead.
Yeah, like that shit, man. Yeah, dude.
How's Corona affected you? With
I have to wear masks. That's about it, bro. That's about it. I'm not doing a lot. I'm not doing shows. Like, that's it, dude. And
Yeah.
fucking shit closes at different times now. Like, it hasn't really like affected me. I know I try to practice everything. You know, I try to practice like guidelines and try to be just like genuinely, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just, I don't know, just give a shit, dude. Like, society's so fucked up. Like, you just give a shit, bro. The only time, because kindness without assertiveness, that's weakness, bro. But if you can be kind and assertive, like, you're good, bro. Like, you gotta. But yeah, man, no. So I just try to be mindful. And, you know, wear a mask, social distance, you know, if I'm not feeling good, stay home, you know, stay away from people and shit like that, and try to like isolate myself and shit, you know, just cause, dude, I've had like 3 COVID-19 tests, and I'm like, I ain't trying to take these motherfuckers no more, bro. Like,
You've had 3. Have you been negative the whole time?
Yep.
Holy shit.
That shit fucking sucks. You had a COVID-19 test, bro?
No, I haven't.
Bro, that lady was so mean, bro. I pulled up to the little COVID-19 testing spot. She pulled out this big ass cotton swab, bro. And I was like, yo, is that gonna go in me? like, she was like, yeah, we're gonna shove it up your nose. And I was like, how far? And she's like, it's just pretty far. And I was all like, do you have like a cup I can spit into? And she's all like, no, we don't have a cup. Shove that shit up my nose, dog. I was so, dude, she pulled it out, and I was like, this bitch. And then, like, I just remember pulling off, bro. My nose was bleeding. I was like, oh shit. And then
Your nose bled?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
I got sensitive sinuses and shit already, bro. So I'm not surprised. I get nosebleeds when it's fucking super dry outside. Yeah, like, I'm not surprised, bro. But yeah, dude, that shit. Yeah, the other 2 times were cotton swabs, like in the throat. Don't get me wrong, that shit still sucked. I'm not a big fan of that still. Like when they test you for strep throat, that's how they do it. That's how they test you at the doctor's office.
I've heard that the test now is not as bad. Like, it doesn't go as deep. Isn't that right? It doesn't go as far in your nose as it used to, but
Shit, fuck, I wish I would have waited then. That shit sucks.
I tried to get a test, and like I tried for like a week and a half, and I just could not. Like, every day I would like wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'd be like, because I was in contact with someone who thought they might have had it, so I was like really on it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wake up super early every morning. I'm gonna check in, try to get in. Nope, every fucking time. They're like, yeah, you're not severe enough to like get the fucking COVID test.
Really?
Yeah, because, well, all it was around here was like the Wells Fargo, what was it, like 5th Street or whatever? You drive downtown, you drive in there, probably what you did. You just stick it in.
Yeah, I went to the the DHS building off of Douglas.
Okay.
I went up there, like they had like military there. I was like, hey yo, this is some scary movie shit. Like, this is like some Contagion
This whole thing
shit.
is fucking scary movie shit,
bro. I mean, shit, bro. And that's what, like, everything, bro. Like the like 2020's broken all the fucking like the natural disaster like records and like storm records and shit like that. You know, if you look at, and it's
I didn't
like,
even know that,
bro. We had a fucking hurricane in the middle of fucking nowhere, bro.
Yeah, that did happen.
Like, dog.
I woke up to that shit the day that happened.
Yeah.
I woke up to fire alarms. I opened my window and I saw shit. Our apartment, you know, we live on a diagonal. I saw shit flying up like the opposite way. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Bro. All the trees were like,
we didn't have power for like 2.5 days. Like, I didn't have power for 2 days here or
I
something
know,
like that.
dude. I'm sitting in my shop, bro, and like just the whole building's fucking shaking. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be so mad if I fucking die in here. Like, I'm mad as hell if I die in here, bro.
You know, that was another thing I found that was really fucked up is like right around the time that was happening, the DC had the audacity to put out a report about like how we weren't doing enough shit with COVID. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? We just had a land hurricane. We're like trying to get over this shit, and you're really gonna give a shit about like COVID? Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, come on. Shit is fucked up. They had like silos like in cave, bro. I seen that and I was like, oh, that shit was bad.
It was
like,
really bad. What? I think there was like 200 to 400,000 people were out of power.
Yeah, no, dude. When I checked the day afterwards, and it was like 426,000 people.
You want to look that
without
up really
power.
quick, Molly? How many
Like,
people?
it was a shit.
If you can, I know that might be kind of a weird, minuscule statistic. But I remember reading it was like it was at least 200,000 at one point.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I was working, and it was funny because like we had power the whole time that the storm was going on, and then we lost it like after everything got better, like after like the sun came back out and shit. And then it went out, and I was all like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I heard like generators went off the shelves like an hour later. That's not right. 50.
That was August 20th.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So that was
shit.
like way after there were still that many people without power. Okay, but still.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
a lot.
People did read like. It hasn't been
People
that
got hit.
long, bro. It
That
hasn't
was
been
bad.
that long. I remember seeing like I think it was like Cedar Rapids or somewhere out east. I want to say.
250,000.
Damn, that's still a fucking
Holy
lot.
shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. That's that. Fuck. Controversial, but I think that did way more damage than COVID ever did.
That shit did, bro. That shit was terrible, bro. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, that shit was wild. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my fucking life. Okay, I guess I've seen like hurricane winds in Houston, but I mean that's almost what it felt like, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's fucked up. You know, all these businesses, they can't pay shit from COVID initially, and then they're fucking, all these businesses got damaged. What was it? The venue or the racetrack or something? Maybe on the east side or kind of north side.
are you talking about like lefties? It's kind of like you talking about.
I
the
did hear
venue?
about that.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I can't think of it. I'm not articulate enough, but there was a lot of damage here in Des Moines.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of businesses. Their roofs got ripped off. What was it? The Burger King sign was like fucking taken out.
Yeah, dude, I work in
That big
Altoona,
one?
and the Big O tires out in Altoona, like the sign's still like halfway ripped off. Fucking, bro, it's wild, dude. I was like, that shit fucks shit up, dude. That shit couldn't go nowhere for lunch for days just because everybody was fucking closed, dude. Shit was terrible.
For real. I remember on here there's a bar, a Star Bar, like one of my favorite bars I go to. They were like the only place with power when
Really?
when this like this. I swear to God, this entire street in Ingersoll like just went out, and they were like one of the few places with fucking power.
For real?
Yeah, and they obviously they got fucking slammed.
Right? Like, fuck.
What the fuck else you
everybody-
gonna do during a blackout?
Right?
Drink?
Like, shit, dude, you're right. You got shit else to do.
And it was fucking crazy.
What was that?
Taco John's.
Oh yeah, we
shit.
couldn't cook food. I had no food because I didn't have power. I'm like, fuck, I need food. I'm hungry. We went to Taco John's. We waited in line for like a half hour. And like, it was crazy. You could fucking imagine.
Wild.
All these people just not able to fucking cook anything. Just like, all right.
Oh, dude,
It was
I
a
lived,
nightmare.
Dude, I lived up in Ankeny, bro. And most of us had power in Ankeny, bro. And Ankeny for days was just fucking insane, bro. Like,
Damn.
dude, I remember going to the I don't know if you're like familiar with Ankeny, but like the Casey's that's in front of the Walmart. Like, bro, they like ran out of the fucking cheap ass gas, bro. Like,
Oh really?
yeah, because I remember trying to like pump it, and I was all like, "Oh shit, what's wrong here?" And I went inside, and she was all like, "Yeah," she's like, it's getting really low, so like you got to do it like a certain way or some shit." Because I couldn't get it at first, bro, and then all of a sudden it started doing it, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And everyone's outside like they're running out of gas, and I'm all like, "Oh, tripping, dog."
Yeah, you couldn't buy anything at stores. You had to like get in at a certain time. I remember my parents, they live out in West Des Moines. They did not lose power once, and they were like, I was like trying to explain to them like how bad it was. Like, where I was living, like, dude, no, you don't understand. I do not have power. I like don't have a fridge. All my food's about to go bad. Like, this is not a good situation. Like, you are not understanding this at all.
That's what I was trying to explain to my wife, because my wife was just at home reading a book on the couch the whole time. It didn't lose fucking power. But like, she's just sitting there reading a book, and she was all like, she's like, yeah, that storm sounded crazy. I was like, dog, we ain't never seen no shit like that. What are you talking about? She was like, it was just a storm. And I'm like, you're tripping. Like, what do you? I was like, I seen like trees snap, dog. Like, that shit fuck shit up. Cause finally, like, she went outside and she was like, oh damn, that did some damage. Like, yeah, that shit fuck shit up. Shit was wild.
A lot of damage.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That was like tornado-like winds, like almost tornado-like winds, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it was a land hurricane essentially.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Jesus fucking Christ.
He said one of those hasn't happened since 1800s. Like, what? Like, fuck. I can only imagine that shit.
Shit. We've been going. Holy fuck. We might be close to the world record here. We're at almost 3 hours.
We're at 3 hours. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's awesome, though. I do want to ask you, though. So, we don't even need to get political on this, but I am curious. Like, where do you think we're going to end up at the end of 2020?
Shit, man. No, we're good.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
Unfortunately.
I mean, shit, man. I'm very big on fuck the government.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, dude, like, I've done my research on, like, both, like, on everybody, really, dude. And I'm just like, this shit's so set up, bro. This shit's so rigged. Like, and it's hard because everyone's like, go vote. And I'm like, your vote doesn't fucking matter. Like, fuck, it's the electoral college. We need to get rid of that shit. Like, fuck term limits. We need to get rid of the electoral college now. Like, fuck that, dude. People be like, well, it's there for a reason. It's a shit reason. Like, I hate that shit. But nah, dude, I really hope that shit, like, I don't know, man. Someone just comes in and just like tries to bring peace, bro. Because right now we got some guy that's just like, dude's just, I don't know, man. I just see Donald Trump as he's a rich boy who dodged the draft. like, you know, and like he got started from his dad. Yeah, he might have had some really big successful ventures and shit like that, but it's like he's not gonna build America back up, you know, because people eat up the propaganda. He's like, he created millions of jobs. I was like, yeah, when you deport millions of immigrants, you're gonna have a million jobs open up, bro. Like, you know, and then you got people that like blindly follow that shit, and they're all like, he created all those jobs. And then I always forget, I was like, oh yes, they assume these people aren't working these jobs because they think that immigrants are lazy and they live off the government and shit. But like, so to them, they're all like, oh, he created all them jobs. But in reality, he just fucking he fucking shipped off a bunch of fucking people. And like, and then I just think the government is so crafty. And they've literally tricked people into, like, so imagine you're sitting here with a cookie, another guy's sitting here with a cookie, the government's in the middle with a big stack of cookies. The government's reaching over in your ear going, hey, he wants your cookie. Like, you know, like, and they just go for it. Like, the government has tricked people into, like, how can I say, they have really tricked people into like being pissed off at each other while they reap every single benefit from it. They make dollars off of everything, you know, like you got these protests, they make money off both sides of these protests. Yeah. You know, like they make money on all, like they essentially have like a 360 deal like with the American public, and they've like, instead of being, so they tax the rich, and it makes the rich pissed off at the poor. And so instead of the rich getting pissed off at the poor, they need to start looking at the government that's taking your fucking money. Like, you know, because essentially we pay so much money in taxes every year. Like, our military budget is fucking huge.
Through the roof.
That doesn't come from politicians. We pay the politicians. Like, I always tell people, they're like, Democrats, Republicans. I was like, man, you want to know what a Democrat and a Republican have in common? A fat bank account, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Like that's why I'm like, I don't trust this system, bro.
Yeah,
it's a broken,
we're disenfranchised. For
yeah,
sure.
yeah, bro. That's what I'm
sure.
saying. That's why I tell people, I was like, the industrialization of America was its declining point. It's just like how we're living, you know. We just grow to die, and I feel like, you know, America's on that same, our way of society right now is on the same shit. We started good and we were building up so heavy, you know, for so long. We were just growing so fast. But on the other side, we were also building up for like a bunch of shitty shit that happened, bro. Like, again, like I talk about energy and karma and shit like that. Like, it's just been this big built up shit. And now, like, back to the Thanos theory, bro. Like, the universe is gonna balance itself out.
Yeah.
Like, everything going on right now is the world balancing itself out. Because a lot of people talk about, like, fucking the Trump administration pulled out of the climate deal. That was such a great idea. Here we are 2 years later having these giant, like, the entire world is having these huge fucking, you know, natural catastrophes happen and shit like that. Record-breaking storms, what was it? I don't know if this is very factual. I got to look this up. Like, they're having,
well,
like, a
that whole
record-
thing was, I think the big part of the reason he did that was because it wasn't going to really make that much of an impact. I think it was only going to be like a 2% difference. Like,
oh, for real?
that,
Yeah,
like, that was,
I don't know.
and like, I see what you're saying, but like big part of that, what people misconstrued was like, we were going to be spending a lot of money towards something that wasn't going to have a lot of effect.
Exactly. Well, and it pissed me off because he got rid of the deal. He got rid of the National Pandemic Unit. And then we have a bunch of shit goes down. Like, yeah, it might have been 2%, but like that 2% still fucking needed.
True.
Like,
yeah.
Like, what was it like after, like, when the whole world was really big on COVID lockdown and all the factories and shit were shut down, bro? Those were like the cleanest air days of all time. And like, you started seeing like, I don't know, you just started seeing changes and shit, and it's like everything was more like natural and it wasn't just like poisoned with smog, you know? Because I mean, like, we have trees and shit, but that shit deals with the same shit we deal with, like the same environment that we live in, you know? So they're encountering the same shit we're encountering, you know? So it's gonna affect them just like it affects us.
Yeah. I'm curious what you think, like, because a lot of what you're saying earlier, and not that I'm saying that's not the government, but you could also insert the media into that, like when you were saying like how it divides. Like,
that shit
I guess I'm curious,
definitely.
how much of a role do you think those have in terms, like, do you think the government's in on it? Do you think they're their own separate entity? What's your?
I think a lot of it is corruption within the media system. You know, because nowadays it's not get the truth out no matter what. You don't have journalists dying because they're spreading the truth, you know? Like, people say, oh, the highest honor is a Pulitzer Prize, and it's like, no, the real honor is getting assassinated by the CIA because you're about to leak some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, and like, it's not like that anymore. It's not getting people the truth. It's what's going to catch people's attention and what's going to get people to tune in, what's going to get people to buy our newspapers, our magazines and shit like that. Because, you know, the more people that you have tuned into your TV show, the more companies want to get slots on your fucking, you know, during your TV commercials and shit like that, because they want to watch that show. So they're going to sit through your fucking commercials. Well, most people will anyways, you know. And now it's like, it's just the fucking, I don't know, man. I don't think they intentionally mean to divide, but they do it super unintentionally, and they're just so like good at it right now, and it doesn't help. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if all of this shit was all tied in together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that's why I'm kind of maybe inferencing.
Yeah,
like
it's like there's a government media like conspiracy shit going on. Like, I wouldn't put it past them. You know, like, these are like, they're both $1 trillion billion shit going on, you know, like they're both high dollars, and you don't think the people that own these, like, what is it? It's like 4 or 5 actual broadcast stations own like a majority of the fucking news.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I have heard that.
That's
You
what
want
I'm
to look that up,
saying.
Molly? How many people own the media? Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's like 4 or 5
Yeah,
different
that's what I'm
companies
saying,
own
dude. So if
everything.
you think about it, if there's only like 20 people that are running everything that everybody sees in America, like they control like, see, like that's fucking
Wait, what?
insane.
Oh, 6 companies. Oh, damn.
Like, dude, that's nuts.
That's scary, honestly.
frightening,
I think
dude.
about people who are not maybe smart enough to like understand all this, and that really just, for generations, that just really, it's setting a really dangerous precedent.
And it's scary, bro, because I don't know what's scarier, if they're all working together or they're all working to best each other. Like, that's the part that scares me, dude. Because, when people are trying to best other people, they will go, like, if they really want it, they will go to the biggest extremes to do that shit, dude. And it's like, that's what really scares me, Because, like, I hate seeing articles. Like, I just want to know the truth, bro. Like, even like when the whole first Donald Trump thing started, everybody's just hated him off the bat. I was like, all right, let me, I'm gonna give this, let me actually find out like some shit behind this dude. And then like I started reading some shit, and I was all like, man, like I can't, because everyone's biggest like, oh, you think he's a racist? Like, no, man, I'll give you like 10 reasons before that. like, dude, I can't, man. I just feel like he has very like fascist and totalitarian like styles. I have a huge problem. Like, I have a huge authoritarian, or like I have a huge problem with authority, bro, as you can already tell. Like,
Yeah.
like I have a huge issue with authority, dude, and it's just like been instilled in me. And if fuck, dude, I'm just really scared. Not like for me, like I'm gonna like I'll fade away before it hits its peak. Like I'm scared for like my kids, for my grandkids, and shit like
that's
that.
the really,
Because right now we're living through the buildup of it all. Like our grandparents, and our great grandparents were like, they reaped the good, like they reaped the front benefits. We're getting the back end of that shit, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
Tail
dude.
end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that's what I'm saying. Like all the people that have been like, all the lives lost, all the bad energy built up, all the fucked up shit that's happened in the past. And then it doesn't help when people like write it off either. Like I feel like, yes, all this bad shit happened, but if people started like communicating and like genuinely tried to start like working together, like we can fix that shit, like, yeah, okay, like we had the slave times and shit like that, and instead of like fucking fighting, like the government fighting people over something that actually fucking happened and that's still like going on, and like you can see it, there's a reason why it's been like televised since the younger days. And I don't think that like the 90s and shit, like you see that shit in like the 90s shows, I don't think that was like building propaganda. That was more like building awareness, dude, because it's like like me, I like my stepdad's black, dude. I've always been a part of the hip hop culture, like, and like my little sisters are like half white and all that good shit, and it's like I love my family. I grew up and not really like knowing what color was, dude. Like everyone was just people.
Yeah.
And it's not till like I met a bunch of like certain other people in my life, like when I started meeting like richer people and people that have more money, like that's when I started seeing that like, oh fuck, motherfuckers are really like this, bro. Like this is how shit like actually is, and like I was a kid, I had like, made fun of for being white, like, it just I don't know. I always think when people get upset over that shit, I'm like, bro, just
Yeah, you should never really like.
yeah, like it
get upset about like making fun of being white. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like we got it pretty good. So if somebody if somebody makes fun of us for it, like, just fucking,
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to have like a discussion about it, but like, to get like all like butthurt, like, oh, how dare you like make fun of me? Like, dude, fuck off, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. You see those people like trying to do like compare posts and shit, and they're all like, what's the difference between these? And I'm like, there's a lot of difference between these. You just refuse to fucking see it. Like, and so, dude, yeah, that's mostly why I just really stick to myself now, dude. I've been trying to keep up to date, but not like overwhelm myself with it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were just talking about the last podcast, the OBS.
Mm-hmm.
We just had him on the last episode, and he was talking a lot about that, like how important it is to like separate yourself and like not get so entangled in what's going on. That's something I personally struggle with. Like I feel like it's so easy for me to like get into like certain people that I listen to or follow, and they, they're kind of in the shit. So then like in a way you're trying to like pass the time like by doing that, but you're also kind of fucking yourself over in a way. I don't know.
Yep.
It's a whole cycle. It's a whole vicious fucking thing.
It is, dude. It is, man. That's what I'm saying. That's just being, and that comes with being aware, man. Like,
yep.
Like that's what I'm saying. You're just aware, and you actually like look back, and you try, you honest to God try so hard to not be biased about shit, dude. And you're gonna start seeing shit different, and you're gonna start growing. Like that's just maturity, and just trying to just because we all can't be stuck in the same mentality forever, because like. I don't know, because like I was talking about earlier, dude. Like I recognized the mentality I had when a bunch of shitty shit was going on, and so now I got a bunch of good shit going on. I'm like, I got to keep my good mentality, because if I go back to that mentality, I'm just gonna have the same shit happen to me all the time. Like it's gonna revert back to that, all that weird, crazy shit happened to me all the time. I had a lot of fun, but I now that I'm older, I realize like, damn, a lot of that shit was dangerous and stupid. like shit, man. I mean, that's part of growing up.
Exactly. Part of the life experience.
Yeah, man.
Get as much as you can.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. People are like, would you do it over again? Like, fuck no, dog. like nope. I'm good.
Shit, dude. We're at the 3-hour mark. We've been going for a hell of a long time. This has been
it's been a minute.
It's been a good podcast, a good episode. I guess before we sign off here, is there anything you want to promote? Any projects you got coming up?
Shit, man. I'm actually doing a big ass rebranding, bro.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
didn't tell you that earlier. My bad. But nah, dude, I'm rebranding myself as a GC3, just because it's gonna be my artist and producer, just because I couldn't find the balance between doing G7 music and Dirt Nasty beats all at the same time, bro. So I was just throwing it all together, because I just want to be an artist. So I'm dropping you're gonna find on my Spotify and my iTunes and shit. I'm gonna be dropping like beat tapes, and like actual tapes, and like collaboration tapes and shit. Like I'm just gonna have a bunch of music on my fucking page, bro. So But yeah, everyone can follow me at GC3 JEESEA_3. I'll do everything, bro, for real.
We'll put all your stuff in the description too. If you have anything you want to send me, just send me via link, and
I'll make sure
you're good.
I got you.
All right. Fuck. I'm so glad after all this time we've been trying to get this together, I'm glad we finally were able to do it.
Right, dude. That's what I was saying. I woke up this morning. I was like, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
No, this is gonna be a banger. G7, one of the big players in the fucking Des Moines music industry. Stay tuned. Next week we're gonna do a podcast in a limo. Actually,
That's hard.
yeah.
I should have waited till next week.
No, this guy we've had on previously, his name is Velvet Elvis.
I already fuck with him.
Oh, you do?
No, okay. I don't know him, but you said Velvet Elvis, and I'm down.
He's a cool ass guy. Check out our episode with him. But he owns the limo, so we're gonna be doing the podcast there. It's gonna be a really fun episode.
It's gonna be tight.
Yeah. Hope you all been drinking, smoking, chilling, all that, having a good time, listening
hard
to
beats.
Making some hard beats in the background of listening to this podcast.
Making some beats.
Gabe, G7, you've been a hell of a mind to pick apart.
I'm trying, man. Dude, I have very high social anxiety.
Same.
But I'm very good at talking to people. So it's like, or what is it? I have very high anxiety, but I'm an extrovert at the same time. So
you're that middle ground.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. So my mind's like, it's racing a million miles a minute. I have no idea what to say, but it just comes out good. So I'm like rolling with it.
Well, that's a perfect medium to have when you're podcasting, get it all out.
That's what I'm saying, man. Just be honest, be you. Everything works out every time. Every time. And if it doesn't work, you just weren't meant to be in that situation, bro. Like, you don't take it to heart. Truth.
All right, guys. Everybody have a good night. Get some sleep. All that bullshit. Yeah. Peace. Bye. Thank you, everybody, for listening to today's episode. It was a pleasure. It was a great time. G7 ended up being a very interesting character, and it is great as always to get him on the podcast. Potentially, I'm not quite sure yet as I've not edited, but possibly the longest episode we've had this podcast. It just keeps getting better and better and better. So, looking forward to that. Stay tuned. Next week, we're going to have Velvet Elvis and other friends, maybe not. We're going to be doing a episode in his limousine. This has been long talked about, long awaited. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work yet, but it's going to be fucking awesome. So you guys are not going to want to miss that. Other than that, I hope you guys have all been having a great evening, a great day, whenever the fuck it is that you're listening to this. I hope you guys are all chilling. We're going through some crazy times right now, but all we can do is just hang in there and do shit like this. Listen to the podcast. So, all right. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.